Hello, my name's Richard and welcome to Over and Over and Over Again. This is the live watch along. It's the big one, FA Cup semi-final, Arsenal versus Chelsea. Of course, the top two teams in the WSL, repeat of last season's final, which was, of course, played in December. This is going to be a great game, a great way to spend Easter Sunday afternoon. Coming up the other side of this. So, how you doing? Good afternoon. My name is Richard. I say this is Over and Over and Over Again, and this is going to be the live watch along of the big FA Cup semi-final today. Arsenal women against Chelsea women from a sold-out Meadow Park. This is going to be absolutely epic. Robert's in the chat. Morning, Rich. Let's hope the girls do this to cheer us all up. Yeah, we need a bit of cheering up, don't we, after yesterday's disaster by the men. Let's hope that the women can give us something to cheer about this Easter. This has certainly got the makings of being a very good game, hasn't it? As we've seen, the previous meetings with Chelsea this season have been a good game. This is a fourth meeting between the sides, actually, at a fourth different stadium as well, of course. The first game was at the Emirates, first game of the season, we won 3-2. Second meeting was at Wembley, last season's FA Cup final, we lost 3-0. The third meeting was at Kings Meadow, a 0-0 draw, of course, in the WSL, and now this game at Meadow Park in the FA Cup. Now, we've got the team news for you. Let me just get that up for you. We have got the team news. Quite interesting, actually, for both sides, I think. So this is the Arsenal lineup. It's Zinsberger in goal. A bit of a surprise at right back with Katie McCabe, actually. But anyway, it's Katie McCabe at right back, Leah Williamson and Lotta Wooben-Moyer at centre back, and Steph Catley at left back. I'm a little bit surprised about the two fullback positions there. But anyway, the three in midfield, pretty much as we expected. Leah Walty and Kim Little sitting behind Viv Miedemar in that number 10 position, and then the front three today, pretty much again as we probably expected. Beth Mead on the right, Caitlin Ford on the left, and of course Stina Blackstenius through the centre. So on the bench then for Arsenal, Lydia Williams, Jem Beattie, two right backs, strangely, Noel Moritz and Laura Wainroffer. So I'm not sure if there's maybe an injury concern over one of them, but anyway, also on the bench, Jordan Nobbs, Frida Marnham, Mana Iwabochi, Tobin Heath and Nikita Paris. So still Rafaela Souza is still not fit enough even to make the bench today, which is a little bit disappointing. But anyway, Wooben-Moyer's been playing well, so that's fine. For the Chelsea team, then it's looking as though they're starting three at the back, actually. So it's obviously Anna-Katrin Berger in goal. It looks like it's going to be Anique Nguyen, Millie Bright and Jess Carter probably as the back three. Then it could well be five across midfield. Naomi Charles, obviously Sonji, Sophie Ingle, Erin Cuthbert and Guru Wrighton. And then two up front, Sam Kerr and Beth England. So that's the Chelsea lineup. A little bit of a different lineup maybe to what we was expecting from Chelsea, possibly. Certainly different formation, that's true. On the bench then, the goalkeeper Muzovic, then you've got Magdalena Eriksson, Marin, Majelda, Jonna Anderson, Atsu Abdelina, Drew Spence, Jess Fleming and Penel Harder. So maybe Harder wasn't quite as fit as we thought she was going to be. She's only on the bench. They're your lineups, and I say I'm not quite sure why Katie McCabe's playing right back when we've got two right backs on the bench. That's a little bit of a strange one for me. There must be a reason. Is it to to cut out the danger from that Chelsea left hand side? Maybe that's the reason behind it. I'm sure Jonas has a plan to the reason why, but we'll see anyway. Robert says I think the men and then think snakes and ladders. Arteta always losing. Robert says oh dear, why don't Arsenal managers not put out their best players? This show teams one in the golden. I mean, to be honest with you, I wouldn't say it's not necessarily our strongest team. It probably is. I don't know quite. I think he's got a plan as to why he's put Katie McCabe on as right back. There must be a reason why, and it must be to counteract something he thinks Chelsea are going to be doing. They are quite strong, obviously, on both wings, aren't they? I personally would have gone Noel Moritz and Katie McCabe right and left, but anyway, I'm sure he's got a plan, Jonas. So let's see how it works. I don't want to dismiss it yet. We haven't seen what's going on with it yet, but it does seem a slightly strange one for me. But anyway, let's hope it works out well. I'm sure it will, because I've got trust in what Jonas is doing. He hasn't got too many things wrong this season so far, has he? So let's hope that the plan works in this game. I say Chelsea look as though they're packing their midfield actually. Again, there may be a bit of a tactical mind game between the two coaches. Of course, we know Emma Hayes has a big issue with Arsenal, doesn't she? So let's hope that he looks. I don't want to say she's running scared, but she certainly picked a rather. Well, she's got two strikers on. Maybe I don't know. It's going to be strange to see how this one plays out. Actually, it wasn't the Chelsea lineup I was expecting. I've got to be honest. So there's a few surprises in there. Pretty much the Arsenal team we expected. I say apart from the Katie McCabe at right back's kind of thrown us a little bit, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. This, isn't it? Obviously, the 3 games so far this season, we've had 2 good performances in the WSL against Chelsea. We played really well at the Emirates first game of the season, where we got the 3-2 victory, and we also played pretty well at Kings Meadow in the WSL. That 0-0 draw could have gone either way, and in the end, we couldn't quite get the winning goal, and the draw wasn't a bad result, I suppose, in that particular game in the overall scheme of the season. Of course, the FA Cup final, the less spoken about that, really, the better. A really poor Arsenal performance on the day, but we've got a stronger team now. We've got a stronger squad. Obviously, Stina's now playing. She didn't play, of course, in the cup final. She didn't join us at that point. Leah Williamson's back, of course. She missed that game at Wembley. So, overall, I think we've got Caitlin Ford as well, who's playing a lot better now. So, I think we've got much more of a better chance in this FA Cup game. We have got a poor record in this cup competition against Chelsea, haven't we? We've lost the last 3 times that we've played against them, 2 finals, of course, as well, and we've conceded 9 goals in those 3 games as well. So, it's something we've got to put right today. But overall, I say we've had a good WSL season against the big teams, haven't we? We haven't lost to any of the big teams this season at all in the league. So hopefully we can continue that today. A sellout crowd at Meadow Park as well. How exciting is that? 4,000 fans are going to be in the stadium for this game. It played in the sunshine as well. It's going to be a fantastic atmosphere. It's going to be a great game as well, I'm sure. And it's just a matter of can Arsenal get the result? We're going to have to see. It's going to be a tense 90 minutes, or of course it could be extra time and penalties, of course, as well. We need to get a winner today. It's Man City awaiting a final, isn't it? They beat West Ham, of course, yesterday 3-1 to go through to Wembley. So we know that's going to be that's going to be a really, really difficult game in a final if we get through. But we need to make sure that we get through this game first. Of course, this is the big one, isn't it? The semi-final. And it's good that we've got home advantage as well, although Chelsea do have a decent record here at Meadow Park. We haven't actually beaten them here for quite some time. I think it could be something like 7 or 8 years since we last beat Chelsea here on this particular ground. So it's going to be interesting, isn't it, to see if we can do that today. It looks as though Chelsea may be playing a 4-4-2, actually. Possibly Naomi Charles playing at right back with Brighton Carter centre back and then 4 in midfield. 4-4-2 almost for Chelsea, possibly. Then it's looking like that might be what they're doing. So again, a little bit different to maybe as we may have expected them to line up. Magdalena Eriksson on the bench, their club captain, which is and Anderson as well, Jenna Anderson, who's been playing quite a lot this season. So a few changes for Chelsea. I say a little bit unexpected, maybe. She'd wanted to try to obviously get Beth England and Sam Kerr both in the starting team today. Of course, they did combine well, didn't they? They have combined well in recent games. Of course, the last 2 league games that Chelsea have played, of course, beat Leicester 9-0 and Reading 5-0. Of course, both of those 2 strikers for Chelsea were in the goals in that game, wasn't they, in those games? So you can see what they're trying to do. They're going to try to stretch our defence, aren't they, with those 2 strikers? But look at our front 3 today. Beth Mead, Stina Blackstenius, Caitlin Ford, with, of course, Viv Miedema just behind. I mean, we've got certainly plenty of attacking options there, haven't we, as well? So it's going to be... it was 0-0, of course, last time we played Chelsea, wasn't it, at Kings Meadow? But you'd imagine there's going to be goals in this game with the attacking players that's on show. Of course, Chelsea got Ji playing as well. A very, very good player, isn't she, the Korean? So it's going to be it's going to be an exciting game, isn't it? Played in front of a big sellout crowd. Jonas is right, though, isn't he? You know, although it's sold out at Meadow Park, it's only what 4,000 odd fans can be in the stadium. And he's right; it does deserve a bigger audience. And you know, should it have been played at the Emirates? Maybe it should have been, but you know, especially as we don't have a great record here against this team. Arsenal are just coming out of the tunnel now, wearing our red shirts, of course, white sleeves, white socks, and the red and white striped socks. And Chelsea look as though they're going to be wearing their blue, usual dark blue home kit today as well. So I say the players are coming out in the sunshine here at Boreham Wood. It's a warm afternoon. Could be a tiring afternoon for these players, especially if it goes to extra time. It's going to be an intense game, isn't it? Full-blooded encounter between the two best sides in the WSL, two of the best teams in the world, aren't they, in women's football? This is going to be an epic game, played, I say, in front of a sellout crowd at Meadow Park as well. Unusual. It's been a long time since there's been a sellout at Meadow Park. I'll be there in a couple of weeks' time for the Aston Villa game. I'm sure there won't be quite as many fans there that day, but this is going to be good. This is going to be an epic game. We are looking forward to this one, of course. Arsenal against Chelsea, as always. They're always big games. Jonas and Emma there having a little exchange on the sidelines. Emma not looking too friendly about it. Jonas approached her, and she's not maybe, you know, we know her feelings about Arsenal, don't we? Of course, she was our assistant for a few years, wasn't she, before she went to Chelsea? And I think ever since then, she's always had an issue with Arsenal. She wants to beat us every time she plays. You can understand why. In fact, we're looking as though it might be Katie McCabe at left back, Steph Catley and Leah Williamson as the two centre backs, and Woober Moy at right back. Now that is strange when we've got two natural right backs on the bench. So again, I don't know whether this is a tactical plan from Jonas, but that's what it's looking like. That's certainly what the graphic on the screen is showing. Woober Moy at right back. Now I find that a little bit strange. I say when we've got two natural right backs on the bench, but anyway, that seems to be how we might line up. We'll get the hang of it. In fact, it is a back three: Carter, Bright, and Ewan for Chelsea, with Charles, Cuthbert, Ingledew, and Wrighton across the midfield, and England and Kerr up front, with, of course, and Katrin Berger in goal. So a little bit of a contrast in styles, and I don't know whether Arsenal's back four is going to be looking to be flexible for that reason. We'll have to see. But it is looking at, certainly on the graphic, it looked as though that they were assuming that Katie McCabe is going to be left back and Catley and Williamson are going to be centre backs. Now that would be a strange one for me, but we'll see once the game starts. We'll see how it goes there. Robert says there the fans cheered the managers making friends. Well, I mean, I don't know about making friends. They had a nice little exchange there, although Emma didn't seem too happy about it, did she? It was Jonas who instigated that. Anyway, Chelsea are just doing their huddle, and we are just about to get off and underway here at Meadow Park. A big crowd, as we said. The sunshine, a little bit blustery conditions, which you'd expect. You know, it's quite a windy, but it is a nice warm afternoon, and this is going to be good. The referee is Rebecca Welsh as well today. Let's hope she doesn't have to get involved in too many controversial situations. Arsenal are going to be attacking the goal to our right in this first half, which is the south stand at Meadow Park. It's going to be Chelsea to kick off, though, in this game, in all dark blue, of course, as you would expect from Chelsea. It's really big Vitality Women's FA Cup semi-final here at, I say, a sellout Meadow Park. And we are just about to get off and underway here. So it's going to be Chelsea kicking off, attacking the goal to our left in this first half. That's the North Bank stand. Chelsea will be attacking. That's the terrace with the roof, for those who are familiar with Meadow Park. And we are off and underway. Millie Bright straight away plays a long ball up this near side for Guru Wright and dinks a ball into the box, but it's gone too far. It doesn't find Beth England, and Manu Zinsberger can comfortably pick that up, the Arsenal goalkeeper. It's good to see a packed terrace behind that goal. It's been a long time since we've seen it, actually. It's good to see Zinsberger now with the ball in her hands. She throws it out to that far side to Steph Catley, who's looking as though she may well be left back at the moment. Anyway, Caitlin Ford now picks the ball. That's a good ball through up that far side, looking for the run of Stina Blackstenius, who's actually pulled out to that left-hand side. It was Viv making a run through the centre there. And Chelsea have just cleared it away for a throw to Arsenal, which Steph Catley takes. Looks like Steph Catley is playing left back, as we assumed at the beginning. Caitlin Ford now trying to wriggle away into the penalty. She's done well, Caitlin Ford. Can she get a cross in? Caitlin Ford plays it across the box. It's deflected behind for a corner to Arsenal. That's a great start in this side. This first minute there, it was Caitlin Ford. Did really, really well down that left-hand side into the box. Tried to pull the ball back. She got a little bit lucky with the deflection at first, but then she did really well. Cut inside Millie Bright, put the ball across the box. It was good defending, actually, by Chelsea, by Newham. But it's going to be a corner to Arsenal over on that far side, which Steph Catley is gone across to take. Rajendra says, hi, Dean Rajendra, and we've got a Chelsea fan in the house. Good luck, Chelsea. Well, we won't echo that, unfortunately, but I'm glad you're with us today, and I'm sure it is going to be a great game. But it is the first corner of the game to Arsenal. It's going to be Steph Catley taking it over on that far side. In fact, she plays it short, plays it back to Beth Mead, plays a ball into the box. It's headed away by Chelsea, but only comes as far as Leah Walty. Dinks ball back over to that far side, looking for Catley again. And Catley has got the ball now off of Leah Williamson. She's done well, Steph Catley. Can she get a cross in? A low cross into the 6-yard box. Again, it was Newham there. It's come back to Steph Catley over on that far side, still inside that Chelsea penalty. This is a good start from Arsenal. We needed to start well. Another ball into the box there from Leah Williamson. That's headed away by Millie Bright. But Arsenal in possession. Katie McCabe is playing right back, just to clear that up, as we thought she probably would be. She's got the ball there, plays it in to Kim Little. Chelsea have now forced us back. Woobenmoy plays it back to Zinsberg. That was a bright start from Arsenal. Flurry of attacks there, and a corner, a couple of balls into the box. Good defending, actually, from Aniek Nguyen, the Dutch defender, on a couple of occasions there for Chelsea. And Arsenal have now got a free kick. Naomi Charles has conceded over on that far side. There was a foul on Steph Catley, who takes that free kick long over the top, looking for the run of Beth Mead as the flag stayed down. Beth Mead on the edge of the penalty area. She goes past Charles. Beth Mead inside the box. Is this going to be a goal? Oh, Millie Bright comes across with the tackle. This is a great start from Arsenal. We've played nearly 3 minutes. Beth Mead there's a long ball over the top. She wasn't offside. She did really well, actually. Got past Jess Carter. And then Millie Bright came across, and it's going to be another corner to Arsenal. This is a fast start. She was well onside, Beth Mead. There's a great run, actually. Timed it really well. Got in behind that Chelsea defence. And in the end, Chelsea did manage to just scramble the ball clear. But it's a corner again. It's taken short to Kim Little. Now, Steph Catley. Can she get run the box? A low cross hits Guru right, and it comes back out to Kim Little across towards the far post. Header comes in. It's Millie Bright, though, wins it for Chelsea to the edge of the box. A shot there from Leah Williamson. It hits a Chelsea player in the face. It's Beth England, actually, just on the edge of the penalty area. And she's gone down there. And the referee, Rebecca Welsh, has stopped the play for that head injury there. It was a shot from Leah Williamson, struck Beth Mead in the face from very, very close range. Actually, that'll be a sore one for her. Oh, that looked really nasty, actually. It was a good shot from Leah Williamson. It was may well have been on target, but it's hit Beth England straight in the face there. And she's just getting some treatment now on the pitch. But this has been a really, really fast start from Arsenal, attacking that goal. I say to our right-hand side, the south stand, there's a lot of Chelsea flags and Chelsea fans behind that goal. But it's been a brilliant start, this, from Arsenal. Already had a couple of corners, got in behind that Chelsea defence a couple of times, really stretching them. This is good to see, and let's hope that we can continue this for the rest of this game, because if we do, we'll have a great chance of getting through to that final. If only we'd started last season's final like this, we may not have suffered in the way that we did, but this has been brilliant from Arsenal so far. There's nothing going on at the minute because Beth England, it looks like she might have a nosebleed, actually, from that ball hit her right in the face. That would have been a very sore one. England, Lionesses coach Serena Wagman's here in the stand making a few notes. Obviously, there's a lot of players on the show today that she may well be, well, she will be probably picking for the Euros, of course, in the summer. Obviously, a few on both teams, and Beth England, of course, is one of those players. She has got a nosebleed. She's just getting patched up at the minute, Beth England, and hopefully she's going to be okay to continue. I'm sure she will. She's just taken a drink on board there, and she's now got something stuck in her nose to stop the bleeding temporarily. But she's back up on her feet again, which is good to see. That would have been a bit of a nasty one. That literally the shot was right in front of her, hit her straight in the face, and it was a well-struck shot actually from Leah Williamson. Beth England now has just gone over to the touchline over on this near side. Of course, she's having received some treatment, and she's now back on In fact, she's got to go over to the other side, which is strange anyway. So we are going to restart with a drop ball to Chelsea, just on the edge of their penalty area. And that is, we're going to get back and underway now. It's not going to be a contested drop ball. Jess Carter just plays it back to goalkeeper Berger, who goes long through the centre. There's no Chelsea player up there, and Leah Williamson's going to chase this down, keep it in play, and Arsenal can start another attack. Ball goes back to Manu Zinsberger, plays it out to Lotte Wubben-Moy. He's been in great form actually in recent games. Wubben-Moy. She had a shaky spell, didn't she, before Christmas? Of course, the FA Cup final against this very same opponent, but she's been playing well since then. She was brilliant in the 2 legs against Wolfsburg. Viv Miedema now plays that ball out to the far side to Caitlin Ford. Had a good start to this game. The Australian does really well again. Caitlin Ford. She was held up there though by Naomi Charles, who plays the ball forward to Beth England, who is now back on the field again. But Leah Williamson gets there ahead of Sam Kerr, plays it back to Manu Zinsberger. This has been a really bright start for Arsenal. We've certainly been the better team in these opening 7 minutes at Meadow Park. Steph Catley plays that ball long up that far side. Stina Blackstenius in behind the Chelsea defence again, but the flag's up this time. She didn't quite get that run. She didn't quite time her run right there, the Swede. The flag was up. She is offside. And let's have a look again. Oh, it was a tight one that. She maybe was just slightly ahead of that last defender. You can see Arsenal have been trying to get in behind that Chelsea defence 2 or 3 occasions. You can see the pace that we've got is going to cause Chelsea some problems at the back. Carter now finds G on this near side in a defensive area for Chelsea. Arsenal pressing high up the pitch. That's good play actually there from Jess Carter to G. Plays out the line to Guru Wrighton. Chelsea coming forward now for the first time. Sam Kerr on this near side. She's faced with Leah Williamson. I think Leah's going to stay very close to Sam Kerr. G now, the Korean, plays the ball square to Sophie Ingle in midfield for Chelsea. Tries to thread the ball through to Beth England, but she's giving it straight to Stina Blackstenius. Viv Miedema. Arsenal again have won the ball back really quickly. Steph Catley over on that far side. That's a good ball up the line again to Caitlin Ford. Good run down this far side from Viv Miedema, but Annick Nguyen's there to make the clearance. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. We've played 8 minutes here at Meadow Park. It is still Arsenal women 0, Chelsea women 0, but Arsenal have been the better team. We've had 1 or 2 little moments, a couple of corners. We've caused the Chelsea defence 1 or 2 problems so far in this game. Steph Catley with that throw over on that far side finds Lotte Wubben-Moy, gets it back. Steph Catley, but she runs into trouble in the form of Beth England, and Chelsea do end up winning a free kick over there. Looks like Beth England is back again, looking as though she's recovered from that smack in the face that she got. We've got a comment in the chat there. Vivi says, Arsenal fan here, but a player with a serious head injury should not be allowed to continue. They should have taken her off their own safety. Would say this regardless whether Arsenal or Chelsea. It was more of a ball on her nose. It looked like it was her nose really rather than her face, I think. And it looks like she had a nosebleed. So I think she may be okay to carry on. I don't think it was a concussion injury. Vivi says, I can't believe they're allowing Beth England to carry on playing after that awful head injury. She didn't move for over a minute. What's wrong with the FA? Yeah, it was her nose, I think, rather than an actual head injury. It's what it looks like. I say she had a padding on her nose to stop the bleeding. So I don't think it's a concussion. That's probably why she has been allowed to carry on. But you're right. She was laying on the pitch for a while there. But I think it was because she had a nosebleed and she didn't maybe want to get up. But anyway, she is back up on the pitch again and playing, and she does seem okay. So let's hope that there's no serious problems there. The ball's currently in the Chelsea defence with Nguyen just in front of her own penalty area. Plays it to this near side to Jess Carter. Again, Arsenal trying to press early. Kim Little there puts G under pressure, the 2 number 10s, and she plays the ball back to the goalkeeper, and Katrin Berger, the German, of course. One of the best goalkeepers in the world, but that's a poor clearance actually straight to Kim Little. Tried to find Beth Mead, but Jess Carter was in there quickly, and Chelsea again have picked up possession G now, but Beth Mead wins it back really well there from the Korean. Every ball is being battled for there. Katie McCabe wins that tackle as well, and Arsenal have got the ball back again. Every single challenge is going in. No one's giving an inch in this game, and you'd imagine that was what we expected as well. But so it's been a decent start from Arsenal. We haven't really let Chelsea settle yet, and hopefully that will continue. The referee there has given a free kick against Beth Mead for a foul there on Sophie Ingle. It wasn't. She was a little bit late there, Beth Mead, maybe. Sophie just tiptoed the ball away from her, and she did catch, and Beth Mead did catch the Welsh international there, and he's going to be a free kick to Chelsea just inside the centre circle, or just outside the centre circle, but very close to it, just inside the Chelsea half. They've taken that now. Jess Carter on this near side plays it in to midfield to Ingle, and she plays it back to goalkeeper Anna Katrin Berger. Chelsea now just starting to settle into this game. We've played 11 minutes. It's been a good 11 minutes from Arsenal. But Chelsea now, I say, are just starting to knock the ball around, get a little bit of possession and settle down into this FA Cup semi-final. Of course, a place at Wembley against Manchester City is the prize for the winners here today. Man City, of course, beat West Ham 3-1 yesterday. Katie McCabe now coming forward for Arsenal, finds Viv Miedemar. That's a good ball to this near side too. Beth Mead tries to play it across the box. Good defending by Jess Carter. But Arsenal still in possession with Beth Mead over on this near side. But she's just lost out there. Tried to find Leah Walty, but Beth England won the ball back. Beth Mead wins it back again. Brilliant play from her. That's a good ball as well from Leah Walty to Viv Miedemar. Oh, she tried to play it in towards the run there of Stina Blackstenius, but the cross got deflected and Chelsea can clear it away. That long ball there is cut out well by Leah Williamson. Looking cool and calm there. Plays it out to Lotta Wooben-Moy now. Steph Catley finds Caitlin Ford, who's had a good start to this game. Caitlin Ford over on that far side, Arsenal's left. And Arsenal have won a throw, which is going to be taken again by Steph Catley, looking for Stina Blackstenius. She's got past Newen over on that far side. Stina Blackstenius right inside the penalty area. Can she pull the ball back? Surely it's going to be a chance for Arsenal. Oh, she took too long trying to find Viv Miedemar. Chelsea can clear it away. What a run that was again by Stina Blackstenius. Once she got to the byline, she really needed to make a decision sooner, whether to shoot or whether to pull the ball back. In the end, she tried to pull it back. She's got the ball again. Stina Blackstenius finds Viv Miedemar. Again, that wasn't a great ball actually from Stina. Not her best couple of moments there. She just took too long to decide what to do. That was a great opportunity for Arsenal to take the lead. But Chelsea managed to survive. It has been a really lively start this from Arsenal. Steph Catley again over on that far side. You feel as though Arsenal, a goal's coming for Arsenal, but it's important that we get one while we're on top. Now the ball's currently with goalkeeper Manu Zinsberg. I'm not quite sure why Stina didn't make a decision sooner then. Just pull it back to Viv Miedemar. In fact, there were two players inside the 6-yard box for Arsenal. Could have had an easy tap in, but she took too long. And in the end, Chelsea did manage to scramble the ball away and they got the ball there. But that's a poor ball forward actually from Sophie Ingle. It goes through to Manu Zinsberger. Again, she plays it out to that far side to Steph Catley. She's been linking up well actually the two Australians over on that far side, Catley and Ford. Wooben-Moy now with a long ball forward over on this near side looking for Beth Mead, but it just runs away from Beth Mead. But that was the biggest chance of the game so far for Arsenal. She did really well, Stina Blackstenius there. She got past Ewan. She kept the ball in just. Chelsea thought for a minute that the ball had gone out, but then she didn't really make her mind up quickly enough. And in the end, it was a poor pullback looking for Viv. And Jess Carter was able to clear the ball away. But that was a big chance that for Arsenal. Maybe she should have tried a shot at the near post. She's a little bit indecisive there, Stina. But it was a good run initially. But she wasn't able to get a finish on it. Again, Arsenal pressing Chelsea high up the pitch. Millie Bright's clearance there is charged down by Viv Miedemar. It's gone out for a throw to Chelsea over on that far side, which Naomi Charles is going to take. In fact, she isn't. She's going to leave it for Millie Bright. Chelsea captain today, of course, with Eriksson on the bench. We've got comment at any link. I'm not sure. I don't know whereabouts in the world you are. In England, it's on the BBC actually. It might be on the FA Player. But if you can't watch it, don't worry too much. I'll keep you updated with everything that's going on here on the channel. We always do the full match commentary here as well. So it's a throw to Arsenal at the moment, just in front of the Arsenal dugout over on that far side. Steph Catley. That's a long throw there, but Millie Bright wins that header. And now Chelsea trying to get the ball. But again, Arsenal winning it back high up the pitch. But Chelsea do come away with the ball now. Sam Kerr finds G. She's got right and outsider on this near side. She finds a good right inside the penalty crossing towards the 6-yard box. Good header away from Leah Williamson. Comes back to right and another crossing towards the far post. Looking for Sam Kerr. Good defending from Steph Catley actually. And the ball's now in to the arms of Manu Zinsberger. But that was Chelsea's first real threat actually on the Arsenal goal. Guru Wright was spare here over on this near side. It was a good ball to her from G. Not a bad cross actually, but Leah Williamson read it well. And then the second cross again from Guru Wright, and good. It was actually Sam Kerr's header, but put under pressure from Steph Catley. Good defending that was, and the ball comfortably into the arms of Manu Zinsberger. But Chelsea just starting to get a little foothold in this game, following a really fast start from Arsenal. But Leah Walty now picked the ball up in midfield, finds finds Steph Catley inside the centre circle. Now she finds Wooben Moy. She should be able to get it back again, and she does. Steph Catley now on that far side, plays the ball into midfield to Stina Blackstenius. She tried to force it over on that far side to Caitlin Fall, but just got too much on it. It's gone out for a throw to Chelsea over on that far side, their right-hand side, of course. Emma Hayes there looking a little bit concerned that Arsenal started so bright. Anyway, Beth England now. Good tackle from Steph Catley. She's had a good start to this game, the Australian. You know, we were maybe a little bit worried about her if we watched the Arsenal Women's Show on Friday. She certainly had a good start. That's a good ball towards Sam Kerr inside the Arsenal penalty area, but the Australian couldn't get under control. It's run away from her, and it's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. So 17 minutes we've played now. It is still Arsenal women 0, Chelsea women 0. And following a really bright start from Arsenal, Chelsea are just starting to get into this game now. But it is a goal kick currently to Arsenal, which Manu Zinsberger is going to take. She's probably going to go long. Although there are two shorter options with the two centre-backs, Wooben Moy and Williams, and she does go long over to that far side looking for the head of Caitlin Fall, but Millie Bright wins that header. And then the ball falls to Viv Miedema, tries to find Beth Mead over on this near side, but Jess Carter's across. That's been a good battle so far between Carter and Mead, the two England teammates, of course, and I'm sure that's going to be a key battle in this game, actually. And whoever wins that battle may well help their team to success in this game. Steph Catley on that far side, closed down quickly by Beth England, who seems to be fine following the earlier injury that she got when a shot from Leah Williamson smacked her straight in the face, which was a painful one. Wooben Moy now for Arsenal, just on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area, finds Leah Walty in midfield. This is good stuff again from Arsenal. Kim Little there just run away from her, actually. Millie Bright steps in for Chelsea, finds Beth England. And it's just settled into a bit more of a stalemate now, this game, for a bright start from Arsenal. Ridley's in the chat here, and says, afternoon, yep, Andy so mate, I hope you're well. And Gamer Brosco says, come on, indeed, come on, Arsenal. Rajendra says that Chelsea seem to head the ball better. You know, they do. They've got a little bit more height, haven't they? Beth Mead now looking to go around the outside of Jess Carter, but she can't do that. Good defending again by Carter. She always seems to really play well against us, doesn't she? She's definitely a 100% player, isn't she, Jess Carter? You can't knock her for that. And she certainly had a good battle so far against Beth Mead in that Arsenal defence. Gamer Bosco, happy Easter to you as well, mate. Hope you are well. Hope you got a few nice chocolate eggs as well to enjoy. Now the ball's gone back currently to the Chelsea goalkeeper, Catherine Berger. And just to take a little bit of sting out of the play, actually, because it's been a hectic start here. We've played nearly 20 minutes and it is still Arsenal 0, Chelsea 0. After a really bright start from Arsenal, we had one or two opportunities to maybe get an early goal, but it hasn't quite happened so far. Anyway, Viv Miedema now coming forward for Arsenal. And did a penalty. Is this going to be the moment? Viv Miedema, a shot just over the crossbar. Great effort that was there from Viv Miedema. It was a good run actually there from Viv to the edge of the penalty area. She certainly got hold of that shot. She hit it with a lot of power. Couldn't quite keep it down. It's gone just over the crossbar. That's a great effort, actually, from Miedema. She did, of course, get the opening goal in the first game of the season, didn't she, against Chelsea at the Emirates, of course. A game that Arsenal ended up winning 3-2. We've got that opening goal that day, and she almost got the opening goal then as well. Powerful shot from just the edge of the penalty area, just slightly over on that left-hand side. Beat goalkeeper Berger, but it did go over the crossbar into the south stand behind the goal. Just Carter now for Chelsea. They're trying to put a long ball forward there. Good header from Steph Catley, finds Kim Little inside the centre circle for Arsenal. It's now with Leah Walty, plays out to that far side. Steph Catley for Arsenal. That's a good ball. Into Wallstina. She couldn't quite get it under control. And the ball has run all the way through to Chelsea goalkeeper Berger. But that was, again, good play from Arsenal. Nice passing movements in midfield. Quick passing as well. He's putting that Chelsea defence under pressure. But so far, we haven't quite managed to really test the Chelsea goalkeeper as yet. One or two nearly moments, but nothing real, no real clear-cut opportunities as yet. Leah Williamson now in possession for Arsenal, deep inside the Arsenal half. She finds goalkeeper Zinsberger. Chelsea aren't really pressing us, our defence at this moment, actually. We've got a lot of time on the ball at the back. We're pressing them a lot higher up the pitch. But Arsenal now is trying to come forward again in midfield. But Kim Little's ball there towards Viv just had a Viv stretching a little bit too much. He couldn't quite get it under control. And the ball has gone through again to the Chelsea goalkeeper, who plays it out to that far side to Naomi Charles. And now it's back with Berger again. We're halfway through this first half. It's been a hectic first 20 minutes or so, hasn't it? Some high intensity play from both teams. So Arsenal have been the better team so far. We've certainly looked more likely to score. But Chelsea have had one or two little moments, and they've got one now. Xi plays the ball up that far side, but it's overhit, and it's going to run behind for a goal kick to Arsenal. Chelsea haven't really got going yet from an attacking perspective, have they, so far? They haven't quite managed to find their passes. And a lot of that's down to Arsenal pressing so high up the pitch, actually. We've really been pressing Chelsea, forcing them into rushing their passes. And it's going well so far for Arsenal in front of this really big crowd, sellout crowd in the sunshine at Meadow Park. Good to see so many fans in the stadium for this really big game, of course. You know, it's a goal kick to Arsenal, which Manu Zinsberger is going to take. Is she going to play it short to Wouba-Moy? In fact, it's Wouba-Moy who takes it herself, but that's a poor clearance, actually. Goes straight to Erin Cuthbert. We haven't seen much of her so far. Good right with that cross, but it's too close to Zinsberger. That was a poor goal kick, actually. I'm not quite sure what we were doing there. Just let Manu take it. I'm not quite sure really why we're allowing Wouba-Moy to take it. Anyway, Zinsberger's now got the ball in her hands. She thought about putting it down and kicking it instead. She's going to take it out to the edge of the penalty area. And then she's going to kick it long up this near side, looking for Beth Mead, but I think the bounce is going to beat her. In fact, it does. And Arsenal maybe a little bit sloppy there, actually, giving the ball away, giving Chelsea possession. This is a throw to Arsenal on halfway on this near side. It's flicked on by Sam Kerr, it was. And again, it's Leah Williamson across there. The New England captain, of course, put that ball out for a throw to Chelsea. So a good start to this game, Leah Williamson. Read a couple of Chelsea attacks well. But here's a throw to Chelsea. The ball goes back to Newen, who plays it across at Millie Bright. Again, Arsenal looking to press quite high up the pitch. The ball goes back to goalkeeper and Katrin Berger. Chelsea just trying to take a little bit of sting out of this Arsenal start, actually. We've played 24 minutes now. It's still Arsenal nil, Chelsea nil. Arsenal have been the better team so far in this game. There's no doubt about that. But so far, chances have been at a premium. Neither goalkeeper has been severely tested as yet. Probably the closer we came to a goal was that shot from Viv Miedemar about 5 minutes ago, which went just over the top of the crossbar. But Chelsea now looking to cash in the ball on the edge of the box. Beth England with a shot there, but it was too close to Manu Zinsberger. A comfortable save for the Arsenal goalkeeper. But a little bit of space there for Beth England briefly. She got towards the edge of the penalty area. She was about, 30 yards out. Tried a shot from that distance, but comfortable for the Arsenal goalkeeper. Kicks it again long up this near side towards Beth Mead, who was caught there by Carter. And it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Those two are not going to be too far apart, I don't think, for much of this game. Beth Mead and Jess Carter. And let's see who wins that battle. But that was good from Beth Mead. She did just get pulled back there by Carter. Long way into the box. Viv Miedemar now is in the penalty. It's a lovely play from Miedemar. Shot comes in, but I think the flag's up for offside. It was Viv Miedemar got in there behind the Chelsea defence. The flag is up on this near side. Let's have a look at that. A free kick. Oh, I don't think she was. I think she was onside, actually. She timed her run perfectly there, Viv. The flag went up, very late flag, and it was a wrong decision, actually, when you look at the replay. But anyway, Chelsea have a free kick now which come out to this near side to Guru Wright and tries to play Beth England in, but Leah Williamson again was covering, and now Zinsberger goes long with that kick towards halfway. Viv controls it on her chest, finds Beth Mead. Now it's back with Katie McCabe, a long ball over the top, looking in for Viv Miedema's run. She puts Ingle under pressure there, and Sophie Ingle does manage to get the ball clear, but it's a throw to Arsenal on the near side. Katie McCabe is going to take this for Arsenal, playing right back today. A little bit of a surprise, maybe. She's wiping the ball. Katie McCabe's looking for a long throw. And she throws it long now up the line, looking for Beth Mead. It's Jess Carter again. Oh, Beth Mead almost got round her there, but it is a throw to Arsenal now, in line with the Chelsea penalty area on this near side. This is another good moment, this for Arsenal. Katie McCabe with the throw. She's got Stina, ran short for her there, Stina Blackstenius, but now she might have to go longer. Katie McCabe with this throw. Can Arsenal get an opportunity from this set piece? McCabe with the throw in towards the penalty, looking for the head of Stina Blackstenius. Chelsea do get it away, but only as far as Kim Little comes back towards Katie McCabe, but the pass was misdirected. And it's gone out for a throw to Chelsea. Robert says there that Lions person needs to be replaced. She's not got a clue about soccer. Well, she was on side there, Viv, but anyway, it didn't come to anything. Really says there this commentary is way better than FIFA or PES, even better than Sky or BT. Well, thank you very much, mate. I'm glad you're enjoying it. If you are enjoying the show, please give it a like, and if you are new, please consider subscribing as well. We are very, very close now to 1,000 subscribers. It'd be nice to get there before the end of the season, hopefully before Arsenal women play in a cup final on the 15th of May, which we will be if we can win this game today. Katie McCabe with a throw down this near side. It's a good ball to Stina Blackstenius. She's just got in again briefly behind Anik Nguyen there. Plays the ball back inside the penalty towards Beth Mead. She plays it on to Viv Miedema. Knocks it outside to Steph Catley coming in. Or was that a foul? It wasn't. The referee says play on. It was Naomi Childs there with a challenge, and Childs can come away with the ball down that far side. Chelsea looking to counter Arsenal here, but good tackle back there from Steph Catley. She's had a really good start to this game. You have to say the Australian, in fact, both the Australians for Arsenal have started well. And it's a foul there on Leah Walty. In fact, is it? Yes, it is. The ref has given it now. And it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Erin Cuthbert, it was there with the foul. In fact, it was Leah Walty with the tackle, not Steph Catley. Steph Catley is now limping slightly following an earlier challenge there, but she has got herself back into position now. It was Leah Walty with the covering challenge there over on that far side. But anyway, it's a free kick to Arsenal, which Lotte Wubben-Moy is going to take in the left-back position. She plays it short to Leah Walty, and the Swiss knocks it back to goalkeeper Manu Zinsberger. We've played 28 and a half minutes at Meadow Park. It is still Arsenal women 0, Chelsea women 0. Arsenal have been the better team so far, but it's a very, very tight game of very, very few chances. It's been quite frantic, maybe lacking the quality maybe of the two WSL games this season so far. But it's certainly been frantic and a great pace. Just maybe lacking a little bit of quality. It seems as though maybe the tension of the occasions get into some of the players, and we haven't quite seen some really good sort of passing that we would expect. Leah Walty now in midfield, put under pressure by G. Surely that's a foul. It is a foul, and Arsenal do get a free kick. The ball did actually break to Sam Kerr just on the edge of the Arsenal penalty. That could have been a dangerous moment actually there, but it was a foul by G, and Arsenal now do have a free kick. Terry's in the chat. Terry says, good afternoon, Richard. All in the chat. Good start by us. Need to start taking their chances. Seem to be letting Chelsea back into the game. No, we are. We have let them back into the game a little bit. It was almost a great ball there from Katie McCabe, looking to get Caitlin Fording over on that far side, but it was covered well there by Naomi Charles, and now Chelsea are picking up the ball in midfield. But yeah, we have let Chelsea back into it a little bit. They haven't really created too much yet, have they? Let's be honest. But we have maybe let them back into the game following that really bright start that we had, and we didn't really take our chances. You're right. Although we didn't really have any clear-cut chances, did we? We had some good opportunities. Maybe we could have made a better final ball, could have created something over there, but in the end, we wasn't able to. Arsenal now got a throw over on that far side. Steph Catley there. Was she fouled? Possibly she was, but anyway, it's got out for a throw to Arsenal, and Steph gets back to her feet again. course, Chelsea have got some big games coming up, haven't they? In the WSL, they're playing Tottenham, of course, next weekend, and then they're playing them the midweek after that as well. Of course, we play Everton away next weekend as well. So the WSL battle is still got a long way to go. Of course, a lot of twists and turns maybe still to come, but we need to keep winning our games and hope Chelsea drop some points somewhere along the line. Anyway, Chelsea now coming forward with Erin Cuthbert. In fact, her pass there hits the referee. She was going to stop the play, but Chelsea keep possession, and it was more the ball went backwards towards the Chelsea goal, so that was why we were allowed to carry on. But Chelsea now still in possession over on that far side. Millie Bright now thinks a long ball in towards a penalty area, but it's too long, into the arms of the grateful Manu Zinsberger there. Sam Kerr had made a run, and Beth England actually, but that pass there for Millie Bright was hit with too much pace, and it has gone through to the arms of Zinsberger, who's still got the ball in her hands now. And she drops it to the floor and then kicks it up this near side looking for Beth Mead, but header comes in from Sophie Ingle. It's gone out for a throw to Arsenal, which Katie McCabe is going to take on this near side. But the ball there hit the referee, and she was about to stop the play, but then she noticed that actually Chelsea was still in possession, so she allowed the play to go on. Of course, you remember that goal that Man City scored against us when the ball deflected off the referee. That was certainly different circumstances on that time, and that should have stopped. But that decision was probably right there by the referee on this occasion. Stina there couldn't quite get round Annick Nguyen there, and Chelsea again get possession. Berger's long ball forward is going to go all the way through to Manu Zinsberger. She throws it out into the Arsenal penalty area to Lotta Woolen-Moy, goes long up this near side again, looking for Beth Mead. Got a little bit of space now, keeps the ball in. Does she know she doesn't? It went out, did it? The referee says no. It's gone out now. It's going to be a throw to us. Look, it's gone out there actually. Again, it's the same Lions person who flagged Viv offside a little while ago when she wasn't. But anyway, it is going to be a throw to Arsenal now on this near side, which Katie McCabe is going to take midway inside the Chelsea half. The sting's rather gone out of Arsenal's good start. We've played 32, nearly 33 minutes here at Meadow Park. It's still 0-0. Arsenal have probably been the better team overall, but so far we haven't really created too many chances. We've had a couple of corners. We've got another throw now, just about 5 yards in from this near corner flag. Again, it's going to be Katie McCabe coming across to take it. Can Arsenal get a goal before half-time? That throw there in towards Stina Blackstenius, but she can't get it under control, and Chelsea do clear it away. But only as far as Lotta Woolen-Moy plays it to Steph Catley. She's got Caitlin Ford outside, plays it infield to Leah Walty instead. Now it's back with Lotta Woolen-Moy. She finds Catley, gets it back. Woolen-Moy goes past Beth England, overdoes it a little bit, but does well in the end. Gets the ball out to Steph Catley on that far side. She plays it to Caitlin Ford. Just briefly held up there. Good defensive play there from Naomi Charles. And Caitlin Ford's going to take this throw on that far side, but actually wasn't a great throw. Chelsea picked possession up, but it's gone back out of play. It's going to be another throw to Arsenal in a very similar position to the last one, but this time it's going to be Steph Catley to take it. Just in line with a tunnel there over on the far side here at Meadow Park. 34 minutes played. Arsenal 0, Chelsea 0. It's been a very tense 35 minutes or so far in the sunshine here at Boreham Wood. Packed crowd, good atmosphere. It's a good game, but it's lacking real goalmouth opportunities so far. It's gone out for a throw to Chelsea in their defensive third. They're just showing the Arsenal substitutes there. Jordan Nobbs, of course, recently made a 250th appearance for Arsenal. Of course, fantastic player. She's struggling to get in the team at the moment, but you can understand why with the players that we've got and the system now that we're playing, of course, with Viv playing in that number 10 role. Leah Walty now plays the ball through, looking for Stina Blackstenius, but again, the pass wasn't that well placed, and Chelsea do manage to get possession again. Jess Carter plays it back to goalkeeper Berger, put under pressure from Beth Mead, but the German does manage to clear the ball away, looks for Erin Cuthbert, who does well. The Scot, the ball comes over to this near side now to G. coming forward for Chelsea, finds Guru Wright, and who tends to stick out on this wide left position. She's cutting inside now, finds G again, plays the ball in to Sophie Ingle with a shot from distance. Leah Williamson heads it away, comes back to Sophie Ingle. She was briefly held up there by Viv Miedema. Would have probably been a foul actually, but Chelsea keep possession. Millie Bright now brings it forward for Chelsea, plays it over to that far side to Charles Bright again. Captain for Chelsea today, Millie Bright. And that's a mistake there from her, and it's going to be a throw to Arsenal over on that far side. Terry says there, hit the thumbs up button for his first class copy. Thank you very much, Terry. If you want to give it a like, please do so. Luca's in the chat. He says, Arsenal ladies need revenge. What channel is the game on? It's on BBC Two, as Terry says there. It's on BBC Two in England, yeah. So, but don't worry about that. Stay with us. I'll give you the full commentary instead. Maybe watch the game in the background, turn the sound off, and listen to the channel. Millie Bright over that throw for Chelsea, and just in front of the Chelsea dugout over on that far side. She gets the ball back again. Now it's in midfield for Chelsea with Erin Cuthbert. She plays the ball square to Jess Carter inside the centre circle. Now it's over to Guru Wright on this near side. Chelsea enjoying a good spell of possession here. Probably one of the longest spells of possession they've had so far. We've played 37 minutes nearly at Meadow Park. That's a good ball to Guru Wright over on this far near side. That's a cross deep. Headed away by Steph Catley, not very far as it comes to Naomi Charles inside the Arsenal penalty. Charles a shot at the near post. A good save from Zinsberger. Comfortable save from Zinsberger as well. That was Naomi Charles there. It wasn't a great header actually from Steph Catley. It just fell to Charles on the edge of the penalty area. She cut inside, fired a shot in towards the near post. It was on target. It would have gone in, but it was comfortable save in the end for Manu Zinsberger. Got down well. Now Arsenal trying to come forward again with a long ball, but good play that was from Viv Miedema. Ball over the top. It's a lovely ball. It's going to put Caitlin Fording over on that far side. Can she keep it in? She does. Good run in there from the Australian. Can she get a ball into the box? She's held up briefly actually over on that far side. She's got the ball back again from Steph Catley. It's Charles doing good defensive work there for Chelsea, and Millie Bright ties it up with a long lump forward, which is going to go out for a throw to Arsenal again in front of that Chelsea dugout over on the far side, which Lotta Woober is going to take it. She knows she's going to leave it to Steph Catley instead. What a ball that was from Viv Miedema just before to put Caitlin Fording over on this far side, the Arsenal left. In the end, she couldn't get past Charles, who defended well actually. Viv's in possession again, very deep, goes back to Manu Zinsberger. Now it's with Leah Williamson for Arsenal. She plays it back to Manu Zinsberger. We've played 38 and a half minutes at Meadow Park. It is still Arsenal women 0, Chelsea women 0. We're still waiting for this first goal in this very tense FA Cup semi-final. Manchester City await the winners at Wembley on May the 15th. Will it be Arsenal going there, or will it be Chelsea? One of these two great London rivals, of course, the two best clubs in the WSL this season, two of the most successful clubs in recent years as well in the women's game in England. So far, nothing to choose between the sides. There hasn't been much to choose between the sides all season, let's be honest. The two league games, we came out just about on top with 4 points from those two games, but Chelsea, of course, did beat us in the FA Cup final. Now, the cross into the box over towards this far side, near side, so looking for Guru Wright, but she can't keep it in. The Norwegian, it's bounced off her, it's gone out for a goal kick to Arsenal, but it was a great crossfield ball again. Chelsea have been trying to get Guru Wright and involved in this first half. She's got a lot of space over on this near side. That ball came across to her. Good defending. Katie McCabe made it difficult for her by getting across, and in the end, the ball bounced away from her, and it's gone out for a goal kick to Arsenal. They're just showing a few of the Chelsea fans up the other end of the pitch at this moment in time behind that goal. A lot of Chelsea fans here actually today, as you would expect. London derby. Manu Zinsberger's goal kick over to that far side, picked up by Caitlin Ford, and she's won a throw for Arsenal. Gone out there off the Naomi Charles. Terry says they're well held in. She's looking confident today. Yep, she's had a decent start. Not really put too much pressure yet. She had a couple of good moments where she's done well with her handling. Arsenal have picked the ball up there with Steph Catley. It's a ball over the top of the Chelsea defence. Looking for Beth Mead. Is she going to get there? Beth Mead's inside the penalty area. Very wide on this near side. She plays the ball in across the box into the near post. Oh, and it was good defending from Jess Carter in front of her goalkeeper, actually. A dangerous ball in from Beth Mead from this near side. It was a great ball from Steph Catley to find her initially. It was Newen with the header. She couldn't really get it. In fact, it was Guru Wright with the header. Couldn't really get it clear. And it was Kim Little's ball across into that near post. There was no Arsenal player there, actually. And Jess Carter did manage to clear it away. But Kate McCabe's throw now into that near post. It's come off. Beth Mead is it. It's going to be a goal kick to Chelsea. We're in the last 4 minutes of this first half. It's been a very tense, tight game. Arsenal have been the better team. I don't think there's much doubt about that. Arsenal have dominated this opening half without really creating an awful lot of opportunities to score a goal. But anyway, it is still 0-0. And we are, say, counting down towards half-time. There'll be a couple of minutes of stoppage time, probably for that injury earlier on to Beth England, of course, facial injury quite early in this game. But, yeah, I'll get a couple of minutes of stoppage time we'll probably get. But Chelsea in possession now. The ball played forward from Newen, looking for G, but it's gone straight out for a throw to Arsenal on this near side. Hopefully it can be a good finish to this first half, Mark. It'd be a good time to score now, wouldn't it? In these last couple of minutes of this first half, be really a really good time to score. Let's see if we can. But Chelsea have picked the ball up in midfield with Sophie Ingle, actually. It looked like Zinsberger. I'm sorry, it looked like Viv Miedemar was fouled, but actually the ref said play on. And now Arsenal coming forward down that far side with Steph Catley. She plays it back to Lotta Woober-Moy. She had a solid start to this game as well. In fact, defensively, Arsenal have been pretty good so far. Woober-Moy with that ball over the top. Lacks direction. I don't know if it was looking for Stina Blackstenius or Caitlin Ford further out, but in the end, it's just gone straight through to the Chelsea goalkeeper, Guru Wright, the goalkeeper, Berger. And Chelsea now can start to build an attack. Sam Kerr on the halfway line tries to find G. She does find G. Good covering there from Kim Little. And then Guru Wright's ball hits Katie McCabe. It's gone out for a throw to Chelsea on this near side, which she takes, finds Carter. And Carter plays it back to Newen and goes back to goalkeeper Berger. We are now into the last 2 minutes of normal time at the end of this first half. Chelsea ending this first half in possession. Millie Bright for the Blues plays it square. The holders, of course, of the FA Cup to Newen. It's a long ball up this near side, looking for Guru Wright, and again controls that well. Plays it back to Jess Carter, and then G. Chelsea just knocking the ball around at the moment without really looking too threatening, has to be said. G plays the ball out there to Millie Bright. Now it's over to that far side to Charles. Back in to G. Chelsea just slowing the play down. It has been a very, very frantic first half here in the sunshine, energy sapping conditions. Jess Carter now plays that ball up this near side, but it's over hit. This is going to go out for a throw to Arsenal, which Katie McCabe is going to go over and take, just in line with the Arsenal penalty area on this near side. Arsenal's right. Katie McCabe playing right back today, unusually, but she's done okay so far. Not really been stretched. Maybe the plan was just because of Guru Wright, just to mark Guru Wright out of the game. And so far, she's done a pretty good job, actually. But Sophie Ingle plays it into the penalty. It's flicked on. Good play there from Leah Williamson. Good defending as Sam Kerr was coming in behind. And Arsenal do manage to clear it away. Not particularly convincingly, but Stina does pick the ball up. Now it's come to Viv Miedemar. It's played out to that far side to Steph Catley into the last 40 seconds of this first half. Oh, that's a poor ball actually from Catley. She's giving it away straight to Erin Cuthbert. Brilliant tackle back from Viv Miedemar there on the Scots International. And Erin Cuthbert claiming a foul, which is a bit ironic from her, seeing as she does that all the time in every game. It was a good tackle, actually, from Viv Miedemar. Really good tackle there. It was a poor ball from Steph Catley originally that gave it to Cuthbert. Looks as though she was going to burst in. What a brilliant tackle that was. She got the ball there, no doubt about it. And Cuthbert didn't like that tackle, but she maybe wants to look at her own play sometimes. But we have played 45 minutes here at Meadow Park. Leah Williamson gives the ball away straight to Beth England, but she wins it back again. Now it's a win with Sam Kerr. Almost a catastrophic end to the half there for Arsenal. Chelsea still in possession. Sophie Ingle plays it to G over on that far side. Arsenal haven't really managed to clear it away yet. Charles back into G, crossing towards the 6-yard box. Header comes in. It's flicked just wide. It was Woober-Moy, I think it was, The defender got the touch. It is going to be a corner to Chelsea. We have got 2 minutes of stoppage time. Leah Williamson there, mistake, a rare mistake from her. Arsenal didn't really get the ball away. G's cross there. Good header from Williams, from Wilbur Moy. But very poor play that was there from Leah Williamson. Gave the ball straight to Beth England. She won it back. But Arsenal never really dealt with it. It's a corner to Chelsea. I think this is their first corner. It's going to be in the last minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Erin Cuthbert with it. Plays it in it's deep towards the far post, beats everybody, and it's going to go out for a goal kick to Arsenal. We have played a minute now of stoppage time at the end of this first half. There's 1 minute to go. Arsenal almost creating their own problems there at the end. Robert says there, Catley is the female version of Cedric. No, she's not. She had a good game today so far. Nelly cost us a goal there. She's messing up. Nobbs needs to be on. Yeah, but Nobbs doesn't play in her position, does she? I mean, to be honest with you, I think she's had a decent game, Steph Catley. Yes, she made a poor pass there, but it was good defending from Viv Miedemar to win the ball back. And that's what you've got to do. If someone makes a mistake, you've got to have your teammates helping you out. And that's exactly what happened there. Wilbur Moyes took another poor goal kick. That's 2 now. What's going on here? Now it's Guru right. We were crossing towards the edge of the 6-yard box, headed away by Leah Williamson. Arsenal creating their own problems here at the end of this first half. We've got 15 seconds left. Can Arsenal see this through to half time? Jess Carter now with a cross towards the far post. Steph Catley's there with a header. Actually, it was Leah Walty, sorry, with a header behind. It's going to be another corner to Chelsea. Now, we have played the 2 minutes of stoppage time. Will Chelsea have time to take this corner? It was a good cross, actually, to the far post, looking for G. A good defensive header from Leah Walty. But it is going to be a corner to Chelsea over on this far side. Again, it's going to be Erin Cuthbert with it. The last one came to nothing. Let's hope this one comes to nothing. This is not a good time to concede a goal. It wouldn't be. In towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It's just run through into the arms of Manu Zinsberger, off of Sam Kerr. And the half-time whistle does now blow. It is Arsenal women 0, Chelsea women 0. It's been a tense, tight first half. Arsenal created their own problems at the end. That's probably Chelsea's best opportunity to score there. It came right at the end of the half. But other than that, Arsenal played well, defended well, looked good going forward. 1 or 2 early opportunities. Probably the best one was Stina Blackstenius when she got to that far touch line, the goal line. She maybe dallied a little bit too long, didn't decide whether to shoot or pull the ball back. And by the time she decided, it was too late and Chelsea managed to scramble the ball away. That's probably the best chance that we've had. Robert says there, the team is doing great. Yeah, we are. We played well in that first half. And it is 0-0. We've got a comment there from Boober says, go Chelsea. Well, yeah, don't go too much, though, because we're not going to be supporting that too much, are we? And Munian in the chat there says, Robert Catley is really good. Can't compare to him. Exactly. No, I definitely wouldn't compare it to Cedric. She's had a good first half overall. Yes, you made one mistake there at the end. And Munian says there, sorry, Boober, we're winning this one. Yeah, let's hope so. We've certainly played. We've been the better team in that first half. Terry says there, that last 5 minutes was terrible. We made 1 or 2 mistakes there at the end of the first half, didn't we? But overall, we played well. It was a good performance from Arsenal, and you have to say we were the better team. But there has been very, very few opportunities. Neither goalkeeper's really been overstretched as yet. But let's hope in the second half we can come back and get the goal. Majanda says there, what happened at the end? That half, it was a little bit nervy there, wasn't it? A couple of mistakes that we made, which wasn't great, was it? But anyway, we've definitely been the better team in that first half. We have had the better opportunities to score. We've got into really good, dangerous positions actually, but the final decision's not quite been there. The final ball's not quite been there. I'll say Stina, that was the one there. All she had to do was play it back. There was 2 players in the box. She took too long, and in the end, Chelsea managed to clear it away. She needed to play that ball earlier, and she didn't. And that was the big chance really. And of course, there was Viv's shot, which went just over the bar. That was a good effort as well. And I say that's the nearest that we've come to a goal was probably that Viv effort there. And Chelsea haven't really created too much of their own. It was only right at the end there where we gifted them shots. Madonna says the only shots on target were by Chelsea. Yeah, I mean, they had 1 or 2, but they were comfortable for Zinsberger. and a lot of them were just created by our own mistakes, wasn't they? Let's face it. So I'm not too concerned at the moment. I think we've had a good first half, and let's hope that we can keep it going in the second half and get the goal and go through. But yeah, I mean, Chelsea are always going to look dangerous, aren't they, when they come forward? But I think for the most part, we defended pretty well there in that half. And they didn't really have too many chances, did they, Chelsea? Let's be honest. I mean, we didn't have too many either. But most of the Chelsea chances came in on the back of a couple of mistakes that we made, and that's it really. So, yeah, it's been a good first half. It's been as expected, really, I suppose. Not much to choose between the sides, as there very rarely is. When Arsenal and Chelsea meet, of course, two of the best sides in the WSL, as we said, were the two best sides this season, certainly. So let's see whether or not we can get a breakthrough in the second half, or will we need extra time? We don't really want extra time, do we? That would be quite stressful, because it could also go to penalties, let's not forget as well. Let's hope it doesn't. Let's hope we can get the job done in normal time. That's what we want. I want to get through, so we can look forward to that final, of course, in the 15th of May, isn't it, the final? So that's going to be good. So let's hope we can get through. But it's going to be difficult. We know that, but it was a decent first half from Arsenal, you have to say. And let's hope that we can keep going in the second half and just get one or two more opportunities. I think the game will open up a bit more actually in the second half. I really do. And if it does, then hopefully we can get one or two more better chances. And we know with the players that we've got in those attacking areas, if we get one or two chances, you'd expect that we will take. We'll be able to take one as well, get ourselves in front. You have to say the first goal in this game. I know we say it quite a lot, but the first goal is so important in a game like this, isn't it? If Chelsea score first, it's going to be very difficult for us. They haven't conceded many goals this season, have they? Let's be honest. So it would be really tough if they score first. But if we get the first goal, they'll have to come out, and hopefully that will give us an opportunity to get other goals on the counter attack, maybe. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. It's a long way to go in this game still, of course, as we have seen. But yeah, it was a good first half. I enjoyed it. It's just lacking in real goal mouth incident, wasn't it? It was lacking a little bit of goal mouth incident, but it's 0-0. We're still in this. We're still really in this. So let's hope that we can get the job done. Bobby says Arsenal normally will be the better team against Chelsea in terms of possession. About the end, Chelsea will win. Well, we'll see. We will see. Let's hope you're wrong, but we will see what happens. But James says, a question I would ask: what were the challenges to kick the ball from the goal forward? What were the challenges to kick the ball from the goal forward? I'm not sure. And Robert says, I'm sorry, I don't rate her at all. Yes, she has some good games, but very inconsistent. Sorry, that's my opinion. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, of course. And I do think she's got a mistake in her defensively at times, Steph Catley. But ultimately, I think she's been playing well at the moment. And we've got a comment in there from Solomon Miedemar, transfer news. Not yet, I'm afraid. We're still waiting. I don't think we're going to get any news until the end of the season now. I think that we're just going to wait and see. I think Viv's going to wait and see what happens really between now and the end of the season in terms of, if we win the league. Obviously, we'll be back in the Champions League next season. If we win the FA Cup and things like that, and I do think that's going to influence her decision. Of course, it will. So we'll see what happens there. Terry says there, let's hope we stick to scoring most of our goals lately in the second half. Yeah, no, you're right. We do score more of our goals in the second half, don't we? So we're on track for that again today. Let's hope that we do. They're just showing the highlights actually from yesterday's game with West Ham and Man City. Man City, of course, did win that 3-1, didn't they, to go through to the final. They're in good form, aren't they? It's going to be a tough game Not great defending from West Ham actually for a couple of them goals, but anyway, there you go. It wasn't great, was it? But anyway, Chloe Kelly scored one of them goals on her comeback, of course, for Manchester City. Of course, what we enjoyed was Lisa Evans got a great goal, didn't she, for West Ham? And I'm not sure she'd have been allowed to play in the final against us if they'd got through. But anyway, they didn't in the end, did they? It was 3-1, as we said, to Manchester City. Lisa Evans took her goal well, though, didn't she? And yeah, we'll see. Obviously, who's going to be playing Man City in the final in a few weeks' time at Wembley, of course. I mean, West Ham played pretty well yesterday, you have to say. They were a bit unlucky in the end to lose the game. They just made too many mistakes, actually. Of course, Man City did win the Continental Cup as well, didn't they? So they'll be going for a cup double, maybe. But, of course, they beat Chelsea, didn't they, in the final of the Continental Cup by 4-1. And Lauren Hemp scored the third goal there for Manchester City. Very good players, a good finish actually across the keeper into the far post, and that finished that one off. And the same Man City are in the final. So will we be playing them in the final? That's the question. In fact, it was 4-1 in the end. Lauren Hemp got another one there right at the end. It was 4-1 to Manchester City. Which was an impressive performance for them, actually. Robert says her last game was disastrous, though I do not to single players out. It's a team effort. No, her last game wasn't great, but she's had a good season overall. Robert says Lisa showing us what we're missing. Rajendra says Lisa Evans was the best player for West Ham. Yeah, she's the best player for West Ham, yeah. Terry says a brilliant goal by Lisa. Good run and composure on the ball. It was, yeah. I mean, we spoke about this on the women's show the other night, really. You know, people said about getting maybe Lisa back, but would she fit in this team? Where would she play? I'm not really sure if she would. Robert says, yeah, I miss Lisa. Yeah, I mean, we love Lisa, of course, but ultimately, I just think now with the signings that we've made, the team that we've got now, we've got better players than her. And I think if she came back, she'd struggle to get back in the team. Rajendra says West Ham need a better defence. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they gave away some soft goals yesterday. But yeah, let's see. They've had a good season now, West Ham, haven't they? You know, the FA Cup semi-final, they've been pretty comfortable in the league. They've put some good results in. And of course, we play them last game of the season in WSL, don't we, on a day that could decide who wins the title, of course, because Chelsea play Man United, don't they, on that last game. So that's going to be a tense game, isn't it? But we'll see, obviously, what happens. There's a few games to play between now and then, so let's not get too focused on that as yet. You know, we need to keep winning our games and hope. I mean, if we can take it to the last game, still in with a chance, then that would be great, wouldn't it? And hopefully we can see it over the line. And maybe Man United can help us out on that day. I mean, they'll need the points themselves, won't they, for that top three spot that they're going for, the Champions League spot. So at least they've got something to play for, which will be good. Robert says Lisa plays extremely well with Viv. Yeah, of course they link up well together, but I just think we've got better players now, unfortunately, for Lisa. And I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of the season her move maybe to West Ham becomes permanent or she moves somewhere else. I think a lot of that could depend actually on what Viv does. I think if Viv decides to leave Arsenal, then you would imagine that she'll leave English football. She'll go abroad somewhere, maybe Barcelona or wherever. And then that could decide what Lisa does. She may well, want to play in the same country, won't she? Probably. So that's going to maybe be the key factor there. Perhaps. I mean, we'll see how that works out, I guess. But yeah, I think if Viv stays at Arsenal, then I think Lisa will probably look to stay in London, won't she? And maybe get that transfer to West Ham permanent. I'm sure West Ham will want to buy her because she's had a good season for them when she's played. So, but we'll see what happens. I'll say I think Viv's decision may well be the thing that that perhaps decides that in the end, maybe if Viv stays, I think Lisa stays at West Ham or in London. If Viv goes, I think Lisa goes with her to whatever country she goes to. That's my kind of feeling on it, I think, really. And that's probably why no decisions have been made yet, for that reason. So we'll see what happens there. Regenda says, come on Arsenal, indeed, come on Arsenal, let's do this. Robert says, Rich, I think you underrate Lisa's ability. No, I don't underrate her abilities. I mean, she's a good player. I just think the players that we've got now in her positions are better. And I know she's quite versatile, but you think now she wouldn't get in the front three that we've got ahead of any of the players that's playing today, for example. When you think we've also got Tobin Heath and Nikita Paris, Iwabochi on the bench, would she get in ahead of any of them? I'm not sure that she would. That doesn't mean I don't think she's a good player, because I do, but I just feel as though we've got better players currently in the squad that would play in her position. So that's just how it is at the moment, really. And I think she probably knew that as well. That's why she was going out on loan, because she probably knew that she wasn't going to get much game time at Arsenal this season with the players that we've got. So, but yeah, she's doing well at West Ham. I'm pleased for her, and I'd have no problem with her coming back. I just don't think she'd play as much if she did, that's all. Terry says, let's hope Viv stays. Big boots to fill. Well, indeed. I mean, impossible boots to fill when you think about it. I don't think there's another player in the world that does what she can do. It would be a massive problem if she went. But anyway, still. Rajendra says, Caitlin and Lisa seem similar. Similar. I think Caitlin maybe offers more personally, slightly. But plus Caitlin plays on the left, really. Lisa sort of more plays on the right, doesn't she? So she'd be more in competition with Beth Mead and Nikita Paris. Anyway, I don't think there's been any changes at the start of the second half. The team's just coming out now. We are about to get back off and underway here at the Meadow Park, for this big FA Cup semi-final. The second half, it is still 0-0, as you can see. It's been quite a tight game, a very tense game. Not a lot of goal-mouth chances at either end. I thought Arsenal were probably slightly the better team in the first half without really creating any clear-cut opportunities. And Chelsea obviously always look dangerous when they attack. So it's all going to be decided in this second half, isn't it? Or possibly extra time. It's going to be decided from now, isn't it? As we are preparing to get underway at Meadow Park. Let's see what happens in this second half here for Arsenal. Can we do it? Well, it's going to be Arsenal kicking off, attacking the goal to our left at the North Bank stand. We are back off and underway here at Meadow Park. Arsenal in possession on this near side. Steph Catley, Arsenal's left, finds Caitlin Ford as she goes back to Lotta Woogan. That's a long ball forward up this near side, looking for the run of Caitlin Ford. It's going to run out for a goal kick to Chelsea. So I'll say Arsenal are attacking the goal to our left in this second half, the North Bank, which is the terrace with the roof. Arsenal and Zinsberger in goal. The back four, McCabe, Williamson, Woogan, and Catley. Midfield for Arsenal, Walty, Little and Miedemar. And the front three, Mead, Blackstenius and Ford. For Chelsea then in goal, it's Berger. They've got a back three of Newen, Bright and Carter. Five across midfield, Charles, G, Ingle, Cuthbert and Wrighton. And then Kerr and England up front for Chelsea. So there's been no changes at half-time for either side. Arsenal now win the ball back well in midfield. Kim Little plays it back to goalkeeper Zinsberger. We've played a minute of the second half. Zinsberger's ball to Catley over on this near side. Good ball into Leah Walty. Nice turn away from Cuthbert there from Walty. Plays it in to Viv Miedemar. A little bit of space. Obviously dropping deeper in this new role of hers in the team, which is working pretty well, isn't it, so far? The ball's now back with Zinsberger under no pressure. Takes her time. And then pings a long ball over to that far side. But it's over here. It goes into the Arsenal dugout over on that far side. And it is going to be a throw to Chelsea. Robert says there, I prefer her to Blackstenius. She seems to take the ball into awkward places where she makes it hard for herself. She needs to connect better with surrounding players. That will take time. No, Blackstenius is a great player. And I think she's playing well for us. And I'm sure she's going to get better and better as she settles in even more. She's going to give us that option up front. It's going to be a free kick here to Chelsea. Beth Mead there is going to get a yellow card, actually. By the look of it, the first yellow card of the game is going to be for Beth Mead for that foul there. Over on the far side in front of the dugouts on Jess Carter. So those two have had a battle today, haven't they, so far in this game? And it's been quite an even battle there. She was a little bit late there, Beth Mead. Is that really a yellow card? They both just went for the ball. Anyway, it is given as a yellow card. It may not be just for that foul on its own. There's been one or two other moments that those two have had today, hasn't there? Maybe that might be a contributory factor as well. But anyway, Chelsea now in possession over on that far side. Good play that from Kim Little. That's a good ball into Caitlin Ford, very central for Arsenal. Pings it out to that far side to Beth Mead. This is looking good for Arsenal. Viv Miedema's just ahead of her. Viv Miedema now just in the edge of the penalty area. Drills the ball across the box there. Good header by Millie Bright away for Chelsea, but it comes back to Viv Miedema over on that far side. Twisting and turning, looking to try and get the ball into the box. Instead, she finds Kim Little just on the edge of the Chelsea penalty. She's held up briefly, has to play the ball back to Leah Walty. Now it's with Steph Catley over on this near side. Can Catley get across? And she can. The ball finds Beth Mead inside the penalty. A lovely turn from Beth Mead. Oh, across the face of the goal. It's gone wide. That was the chance. What a great bit of play from Beth Mead. Lovely first touch, a lovely turn. It was a good ball actually from Steph Catley. And a lovely first touch there. Turned away from Noah in there. Drilled it across the goal. Beat Berger. Couldn't quite find that far corner. Would have been a great goal, actually. Oh, that was so close. Terry says there, Beth is our new Katie. And yeah, good chance that was there. Brilliant play from Beth Mead. That would have been a fantastic goal. She has, of course, scored 2 of the 3 goals that we've scored against Chelsea this season in the previous 3 games. Of course, they both came at the Emirates back in September, the first game of the season. And she came very, very close there as well. What a great effort that was. That would have been a fantastic goal, wouldn't it, if she could have just found that far corner. Lovely play, though, from Beth Mead. She's in great form at the moment. Well, she's been in great form all season, let's be honest. Katie McKay with that ball clearance. It was more up than off, up than out, really. And Sophie Ingle picks it up. It's now gone to Erin Cuthbert over on that far side. She's got G outside her. She's got a little bit of space. Cuthbert goes for goal. Oh, and she scored. Oh, Arsenal almost took the effect. It was Guru Wrighton with the goal over on that far side. A good finish actually from the edge of the penalty area from Guru Wrighton. Just moments after Arsenal should have been in front with Beth Mead's effort. It was Guru Wrighton with the goal. It was a good finish, but disappointing from an Arsenal perspective, it has to be said. A little bit too much space we gave her there on the edge of the penalty area, and she placed it into that top corner. Zinsberger couldn't get there. Good finish, actually. Curling away from Zinsberger into that top corner. Gave a little bit too much space there to get the shot in, and she did. Deborah says they're game over. No, there's plenty of time yet. It's only 50 minutes played. But it was a good goal. Just moments after Arsenal could have taken the lead as well. That's the most disappointing aspect of it. Now we're coming forward again. Stina Blackstenius inside the box. Good tackle there from Nguyen there. It is going to be a corner to Arsenal. Mark C says they're typical. We should be 1-0 up now. We're 1-0 down. Yeah, in the blink of an eye. But we have got a corner over on this far side now. We could do with an instant response here. It is a corner over on the far side to Arsenal, looking to come straight back level in this game, following that goal there from Guru Wrighton for Chelsea. The corner is going to be taken by Steph Catley over on that far side. What's the delivery like? In fact, she goes short to Beth Mead. Plays the ball into the box. Oh, it was wasted. That was wasted there from Arsenal. We should have put the ball into the box. Put that Chelsea defence under pressure. Fraser says there, appreciate the stream, great commentary, but up the Chelsea. Well, yeah, it is at the minute, obviously a great goal. It was. It's probably going to take something special, wasn't it, to break the deadlock in this game. And it was a very special finish from Brighton, the Norwegian. Arsenal just need to get our composure, settle back down again, because we have had opportunities. Now we might get another one here. Caitlin Ford coming forward. This is a good run from Caitlin Ford. She's got a little bit. She's got Beth Mead inside the penalty now. Beth Mead. Oh, that's another poor ball from Beth Mead. Oh, 2 in a row there. Little bit of space, but this has been a good response from Arsenal. In fact, she was offside anyway. It's been a good response this though from Arsenal to going behind. Again, I don't think she was offside. I thought she was level with Carter there. It was a poor ball anyway, to be fair, so it didn't really matter too much. But yeah, disappointing to go behind. It is a free kick now to Chelsea inside the penalty area, which goalkeeper and Katrin Berger is going to take. Chelsea now coming forward over on that far side. Erin Cuthbert finds G. We certainly don't need to be conceding a second goal. Good header away though from Wooben Moy, but it falls to the edge of the penalty area. Shot comes in from distance from Cuthbert and it goes comfortably wide of the post. Redendra says it looks like Arsenal, they're not very good at heading, so they're using different tactics in corner. Well, yeah, I don't know. We've got Williamson, Wooben Moy. They've scored goals from corners, haven't they? So I don't know why we're doing them silly low corners actually. Anyway, Viv Miedema there under pressure, but she does well. Finds Steph Catley with a ball up the line. That's a good ball actually, really good ball. Caitlin Ford has got a little bit of space here on this near side, faced with Millie Bright inside the penalty area now. Caitlin Ford, can she get a shot away? She's held up well actually by Bright. She plays it back instead to Leah Walty. Plays the ball out to Steph Catley. There was a good ball from her initially that started that attack, but it was good defending in the end from Naomi Charles. It's gone out for a goal kick to Chelsea. And Mr. Bungle says goal already. Unfortunately, it was a goal from Guru Wright and for Chelsea 4 minutes into the second half. And it is 1-0. But Arsenal responded well to that going behind, actually. We've had one or two bright moments, not quite enough quality, though, in the final third as yet. We've been close, but not quite close enough. Felix says there, don't score offsides the same way you did in the first match. There was one offside goal, of course, in that first match. We know that. But anyway, we could do with any goal at the moment. Ball now played to this near side to Steph Catley. Plays it infield to Leah Walty and back to Wooben Moy. I think Arsenal responded pretty well to that goal, to be fair. Now Steph Catley with a little bit of space on this near side for Arsenal. That's a good ball in to Stina Blackstone. It's a nice touch from her to Caitlin Ford. Runs into a little bit of trouble, the Australian, and then she concedes a free kick. It was Naomi Charles who defended that well, and then Cuthbert. And it is going to be a free kick to Chelsea. Again, not maybe making the most of that opportunity down that left-hand side. And it was a foul by Caitlin Ford on Erin Cuthbert. So it is a free kick to Chelsea, which they've taken quickly. Newen now in possession, very central for Chelsea, midway inside at their own half. Long ball forward, looking for Sam Kerr. Been very, very quiet in this game. She's hardly had a kick of the ball, it has to be said. Zinsberger now in possession for Arsenal with the ball at her feet, finds Leah Walty. She pops it back to the Arsenal goalkeeper, goes longer this time towards the centre circle, flicked on by Stina Blackstone. It's looking for Beth Mead, but Carter's there again for Chelsea. We've got to try to find a way of getting a goal against this Chelsea team. The last two meetings we haven't scored, and we haven't scored so far in this game either. So that's 2.5 games without a goal against Chelsea. We need to put that right. Katie McKay with his throw over on that far side, up the line for Stina Blackstenius. Looked like she'd got away from Newen there. In fact, the ball's come off the Swede. It is going to be a throw to Chelsea. Robert says there, a Nobbs Paris that need to come on. Yeah, but who for? That's the problem, isn't it? I wouldn't be making too many changes at the moment. We've only played 11 minutes of the second half. It is Arsenal 0, Chelsea 1. We've got plenty of time. I think the change I would probably make first would be getting maybe Nikita Paris on for Caitlin Ford, who, after a bright start, hasn't really got into the game too much, has she? She's had one or two opportunities, but she could have maybe done a little bit better. I'd maybe perhaps look at that, or maybe Tobin Heath perhaps coming on. She's made a big impact from the bench in a few games this season, so that could be the change to make potentially. Perhaps we'll see. But I don't think Jonas is going to panic quite yet. There's still, 33 minutes to play in this game. Plenty of time for Arsenal to come back. We don't need to panic yet, do we? And we've played pretty well overall. We've just lacked a little bit of quality in the final third. Oh, mistake at the back there. Oh, good save from Zinsberger from Beth England. That may well be the turning point in this game. Lotta Woobermoy got caught out there by Beth England. She strode into the penalty area there, the Chelsea striker. The bounce of the ball just beat Woobermoy. She then got out-muscled. It's a good save from Zinsberger, actually, down to her right-hand side. It was going to go in at the near post. Decent save. And is that a turning point in this semi-final, perhaps? It is a corner to Chelsea over on the far side, which I think Cuthbert's going to take. Is it? Yeah, Erin Cuthbert's going to take this free kick, corner in towards the near post, cleared away by Arsenal, but only as far as goal scorer Guru Wright, and she finds Cuthbert again. Can Cuthbert get a cross in? She does it again in towards the near post. Good header away from Stina Blackstenius. And Chelsea, though, do manage to keep possession, but now Arsenal can clear it away through Beth Mead. Viva Miedemar is chasing down Carter. Tells her goalkeeper to get back in goal, and Carter deals with that. Deals with it pretty well, actually. But Steph Catley does well. Plays the ball into midfield to Kim Little. And Munian says there, can we bring on Mana? Potentially. I'd be tempted to bring on Tobin Heath first. Terry says, good save, Zins, bad marking again. Yeah, it was it was just a poor mistake, wasn't it? The ball's now over the far side with Erin Cuthbert crossing towards the 6-yard box, cleared away by Steph Catley. Chelsea are building up a little bit ahead of Stina. Another mistake from Arsenal. Oh, good defending from Katie McCabe. Got us out of trouble there. A poor pass. Beth Mead now plays it into Leah Walty. Turns away from G well. And then finds Steph Catley on this near side. Steph Catley coming forward. Finds Caitlin Ford. She fouled there. Referee says play on. And now she has to give the free kick. And it is going to be a free kick to Arsenal in a pretty dangerous position, it has to be said, on this near side. An opportunity to get that ball into the box. It was a foul, actually, by Naomi Charles. Because Caitlin Ford had the ball initially, the referee played on. But when she lost the ball, in fact, I think that might be a yellow card, is it, to Naomi Charles as well for that challenge on Caitlin Ford. And it is going to be a free kick to Arsenal on this near side. It's about 15, 20 yards in from the touchline, midway inside the Chelsea half. It's going to be a Steph Catley's going to take this, actually. A good delivery here could cause Chelsea a few problems. Kim Little's alongside her as well, but I think it is going to be Steph Catley to take this free kick. Let's see if we can get an opportunity. In fact, it isn't. It's Kim Little towards the edge of the 6-yard. That's a good ball. Millie Bright with a header. Clears it away, and now Chelsea got a chance for a counter-attack. Good play that was from Steph Catley, but she has just conceded a free kick. Good defensive header from Millie Bright. It is what she's good at, it has to be said. She rose highest there on the edge of the 6-yard box to head that away. Maybe that might explain the corners before when we've not been putting them in the box. When Millie Bright does tend to win a lot. But we've got to put their Chelsea defence under pressure. Oh, a free kick there through. Sam Kerr's in the box. Again, Arsenal panic defensively. G now, is she going to get a shot away? And G scored. It's 2-0. Terrible defending from Arsenal. And I think that's all over now. 60 minutes played. It's G with the second goal. Terrible, terrible defending from Arsenal. We panicked at the back. Woobermoy again, a second mistake from her in quick succession. And it is G with the goal there. 2 goals early in this second half for Chelsea. Surely that's it for Arsenal now. Another good finish, actually, from the Korean. And Chelsea now are in full control of this game. It was a free kick, a long free kick there. Samko tried to get in. It was good play from Leah Williamson, but terrible clearance from Woobermoy. Fell straight to G on the edge of the box. She rifled it in to the top corner. And we've had a comment there, Chelsea, 2 goals, FA Queen. Well, we'll see. There's still half an hour to play. Munian says it's done. It's not done. It isn't done. Terry says 2-0. It is 2-0, but it was poor defending from Arsenal. That's a good finish, it has to be said again. In off the underside of a crossbar for G. And Arsenal now have got a mountain to climb if we're going to reach Wembley. We did respond well to that first goal. Bubba says they're up the Blues. I hope you will agree with what I've said earlier. I mean, Chelsea have taken their chances at the start of the second half. There's no doubt about that. Kiddo's in the chat as well. Arsenal now making a change. Frida Marnham is coming on. Maybe a strange change there. When we're 2-0 down, you'd think maybe get another forward player on, maybe Tobin Heath or Nikita Paris. This game is quickly running away from Arsenal, it has to be said at the start of this second half. But it is going to be Frida Marnham coming on, the Norwegian. And who's going off? It's going to be Leah Walty. So like for like change. Fraser says they're up the Chelsea. Kiddo says Leah and Lotta. Well, it was Lotta really, wasn't it? Leah did well actually initially. And it was a rushed clearance from Lotta. Went straight to G. Terry says we're still in this, just need to take a chance. And we need to get a big chance, don't we, and take it. And then if it gets to 2-1, who knows? It might make it a tense last sort of 25 minutes or so. But at the moment, it's all Chelsea. Oh, that's good play from Kim Little now, trying to drive Arsenal forward, looking for Steph Catley over on his far side. It's gone out off Millie Bright. Catley Full takes that throw quickly, but she's not allowed to take it quickly for whatever reason. I'm not sure. The referee has stopped the play. Not quite sure what's happened here. But anyway, it's a throw to Chelsea, that's why. Okay, fair enough. G flicks that on. It's flicked on again by Sam England. Lots of movement away again under a little bit of pressure there, but she does well actually that time. Surely that's a foul there by Cuthbert on, is it Catley that was fouled? And it's going to be a yellow card for Erin Cuthbert as well. It's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. We need a response quite quickly to give us a chance to come back into this game. But it's a yellow card for Erin Cuthbert there for that foul on, I think it was Steph Catley. Anyway, it's going to be Lotta Woobenway to take this free kick. Plays it up this near side to Steph Catley. Plays it on to Caitlin Ford. Caitlin Ford's done well. Caitlin Ford's done really well. Can she get a cross in? Oh, she's crowded out there. Chelsea's just working so hard off the ball to try to get it back. And they have got it back, but Arsenal have won it now, but not for very long. Chelsea picks up possession again. Erin Cuthbert there. And Naomi Charles switches the play. A little bit more space now for Chelsea. G's now got some space. Katie McCabe misjudged that ball. She plays it in to, is it going to be a third goal? It's Guru Wright. And again, another save from Zinsberger. Every time we lose the ball now, Chelsea are making us pay. It's becoming a repeat of the FA Cup final at this moment in time. Munion says there, Terry, we're not doing enough in the final third. Chelsea's defence is on a vacation. Yeah, you have to say we haven't stretched them enough, have we? And that was a chance there for Guru Wright and on the edge of the box looking for a second goal. I think it was going wide actually, but Manu Zinsberger couldn't take a chance with that. She's pushed it wide for a corner to Chelsea over on that far side. We certainly don't look like getting back in this at the moment. But anyway, let's see what happens. It's a corner to Chelsea. There is still 24 minutes still to play. As the corner comes in, a header from Sam Kerr, but she can't direct it towards the goal. It's going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. We need to regroup a little bit now and see if we can find a way back into this semi-final. Certainly against us at the moment. The scoreline's against us, the game's going against us. But we've still got time. But we do need a goal from somewhere. William says there, thanks be to God, Zinsberger is here. Yep, she's made a couple of good saves in this game to keep us in it. And maybe that'll prove to be crucial at the end. If we can find a goal from somewhere, Who knows? But it's a throw to Chelsea in front of the Arsenal dugout over on that far side. We've played 67 minutes here at Meadow Park. Chelsea are leading 2-1. Those 2 goals at the start of the second half. Leah Williamson does well there to win the ball back. Now Steph Catley for Arsenal. Long ball forward, looking for the run of Stina Blackstenius, but Chelsea again clear it away. Cuthbert getting involved there as well. Sophie Ingle now in midfield, plays the ball over the top over on that far side, looking for the run of Sam Kerr. Katie McCabe's over there with her. She plays it back into Erin Cuthbert. Now to G, the second goal scorer. Viv almost won the ball back off her, but not quite. It's Sophie Ingle again. Plays the ball over the top, the running behind from Sam Kerr. She's offside, and it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. We've got a comment there from Luxury World. Smallest club in London. You want to look at the history, and you'll see that Arsenal are the biggest club in English women's football history in terms of history, trophies won, and everything else. Chelsea just a small little club that's got a little bit of money they've invested in, and that's the only reason why Chelsea where they are, let's be honest. But anyway, Arsenal are making 2 substitutions. Tobin Heath and Nikita Paris are both coming on. So we are going to see some attacking changes from Arsenal now as we head towards the last 20 minutes. It's going to have to be a big 20 minutes from Arsenal as well if we're going to find a way back into this semi-final. Chelsea are coming forward again. It's Sam Kerr over on that far side. She's in the box. Wasn't a great ball to her. Wogan Moy covered well that time. She made a couple of mistakes for the goals, but she's recovered her composure there, Wogan Moy. Oh, but she's giving it away inside the penalty area again. Another good save from Zinsberger G with a shot wide. Arsenal are committing suicide inside their own penalty area. Wogan Moy again. She did well initially, actually. It was Steph Catley initially that did well, not Wogan Moy. When the ball played back to Wogan Moy, she tried to do too much inside the penalty area, turned inside her own box, lost the ball. Shot comes in, a good save from Zinsberger, and then G's follow-up goes wide at a post. Wogan Moy has had a bad 10-15 minutes here at the start of the second half. Terry says there, what are we doing? Really don't know what we're doing. Just madness, really. We're causing our own problems. It's not that Chelsea are necessarily playing any better. We're just making silly mistakes. Wogan Moy's on the ball again. And this time she just plays a simple ball to Steph Catley. She plays it in to Kim Little. Wogan Moy has had a terrible start to the second half. Williamson now plays it in to Frida Marlin, but now Steph Catley on this near side. Wogan Moy now looking to maybe regain her composure. Brings the ball forward. That's a long ball over to that near side to Caitlin Falk. It's gone out of play for a throw to Chelsea. We are now into the final 20 minutes. The substitutions are going to be happening now. It's Stina Blackstenius is going off. She hasn't really got into this game today, Stina Blackstenius. And it's going to be Nikita Paris coming on for her. We will assume that Viv will now play through the middle. And I think Beth Mead is going over to the far side to play on the left. And Tobin Heath's coming on as well for Caitlin Ford. So in fact, no, I think Tobin Heath's going to play over on the left. Not quite sure what we're going to do with these substitutions as yet. I think Viv's going to play through the middle. I think maybe Beth Mead's going to drop into that number 10. Actually, no, I think Beth Mead maybe has gone through as a centre forward. I think that's maybe what we've done. Just change it up a little bit in attack, which we probably needed to do in actual fact, because it hasn't quite worked out well up there, has it, for us today? Kiddo says Stina has been atrocious. I wouldn't say she's been atrocious. She hasn't had her greatest game. But anyway, Chelsea are now making a substitution as well. It is going to be Pernell Hardares coming on for them. And it's going to be Sam Kerr, who hasn't had a great game for Chelsea either, it has to be said. She doesn't have much influence at all. And she's gone off, and it is going to be puff of her cheeks. I think she realises it wasn't her best game Sam Kerr, and it's going to be Pinel Harders come on for her. Chelsea's freshening up their attack as well. Rajendra says there, Blackstenius has not got the short burst speed. I don't know. I think she showed a little bit of pace there. Just maybe not really had the influence that we would have hoped. And she had that big opportunity early in the game, which she didn't take, did she? So Munian says there, titles will be back our way. Even rock again in Champions League. No, exactly. Cuthbert with the cross to the far post there. Good catch, good take by Stina Blackstenius. She throws the ball out early to Nikita Paz. This is her first opportunity to really have a run at that Chelsea defence. Wasn't a great ball actually to Beth Mead. It was Carter stepped him. It is a throw to Arsenal, which Leah Williamson is going to take. So he says there, I'm a Chelsea fan now. Well, if my head and legs fall off. Steph Catley now coming forward for Arsenal. Can we get a goal back into Viv on the edge of the penalty? She's playing a little bit further forward now, Viv, which we need her to do if we're going to find a way back into this game. Tobin Heath finds Steph Catley. Can she get a cross in? She can. It's deflected off a Chelsea defender. It's not quite fallen for us in the box today. We haven't always made the right decisions, it has to be said. There's a ball over the top there. Zinsberger's out quickly with Beth England charging through. Good clearance it was there from Zinsberger. Had a great game today, actually, the Arsenal goalkeeper, it has to be said. And it's a throw to Chelsea on this near side, won by Pinel Harder. But to be fair, we've created our own problems with the 2 goals. Wasn't great defending from us. Chelsea have taken advantage. They took their chances. We are now into the final 17 minutes of this game. Can Arsenal find a way back? If we can get a goal quite quickly, who knows? It's going to set up a tense finale, isn't it? There'll still be a chance, but we haven't really looked like scoring in the second half, it has to be said. And Chelsea certainly don't make the same mistakes defensively than what we do. That long ball there from Woobenmoy looking for Paris has only found Jess Carter, but that ball should be tidied up there by Leah Williamson over on that far side. Goes back to Carter, who plays it forward, but Kim Little's underneath that. And that's a good play from Viv Miedemar to find Steph Catley. It's held up briefly by G, finds Kim Little. Now back with Leah Williamson. Arsenal just need to get our composure back. That's a good ball too. Viv Miedemar turns well. And then she's fouled, is she? Looked like it was a foul there. Referee says no. Viv can't believe it wasn't given as a foul. And Chelsea now have got possession again with G. Finds Chelsea just knocking the ball around well here, actually. Munian says there, when will Sousa be fully back? Hopefully very soon. We certainly missed her today. Those mistakes from Woobenmoy proving costly. Tobin Heath does well, actually wins the ball back and now wins a throw for Arsenal. Can Tobin Heath pull us back into this game? She's made a few big impacts from the bench for us this season so far. Can she have a big performance here? She's not managed to get on the ball an awful lot so far in this game. She's only been on a couple of minutes, of course. Chelsea now knock a long ball forward. That header there from Woobenmoy was better. But it's a Chelsea player that picks it up. And the ball's played in over the top. Beth England is going to chase this down into that far corner. Can she keep it in? She does. She just nutmegs Katie McCabe, but Katie McCabe gets the ball back. And this is good play from Beth Mead. Actually holds the ball up well from Newen. Surely that's a foul there by Erin Cuthbert, who's been booked, let's remember. Treading a bit of a tightrope there. Terry says, my head's just rolled down the stairs. Can't see the telly from here. Well, you're not missing much. It was a foul there from Cuthbert on Beth Mead. We're into the last 15 minutes. It's going to be a big 15 minutes from Arsenal if we're going to try to find a way back into this game. It's a throw there to Chelsea over on the far side. Really, really disappointing second half it's been for Arsenal after such a bright start as well. You have to say, looking at the way Chelsea have played today and the WSL games that are remaining, can you really see Chelsea dropping any points? I'm not sure, I have to say. Really not sure if anybody's going to be good enough to take points off them in the league. And I think we may have to end up settling for second place, but who knows? There's still a few games to play and you never know what might happen. But Chelsea don't like conceding goals, do they? That's the issue. Beth Mead, they're trying to hold the ball up, but Jess Carter's there. Plays the ball back to goalkeeper Berger, who's not really had a save to make, let's be honest. As well as we played in that first half, we certainly didn't test the goalkeeper enough. Cuthbert now over on that far side in front of the dugouts there. Plays the ball back to Carter, in to Sophie Ingle. Now it's gone back to goalkeeper Berger. 13 minutes to play plus stoppage time. Arsenal 0, Chelsea 2. Those 2 goals in the second half. Poor defending from Arsenal, it has to be said. Steve's in the chat there. He says, I thought the game was tomorrow from Australia. Can't believe when I seen the score 2-0. Yeah, 2 goals early in the second half from Chelsea. And as Terry rightly says there, both goals have been our own doing. Indeed, they have. Poor defending from Arsenal. Beth Mead's now got a little bit of a knock there. Hobbling about a little bit. Hopefully she'll be fine. Woober Moy there plays the ball in to Viv Miedemar, out to Steph Catley. Woober Moy gets it back again, and we're coming down to the last 12 minutes now. That's a long ball over the top. It's a good ball actually. Nikita Paris, can she get a touch on that? She can. Will she better keep it in? No, she won't. Good defending from Charles. You have to say Chelsea defensively are much better than us, and I think that ultimately is the difference. They're making a second substitution now, Chelsea. It's going to be Jess Fleming coming on for G, the goal scorer of the second Chelsea goal. And it's G is day, game is done, and it is going to be the Canadian Jess Fleming coming on. They're just showing a goal again. William says there, maybe Spurs or United may force a draw with Chelsea. Yeah, they may do, but you have to say defensively they are so solid, Chelsea. They don't make mistakes doing it at the back. They win everything in the air. They're much stronger. They've got a stronger mentality than us, and you have to say that if they have to win their last 4 games to win the league, you'd imagine they're going to win them. We have to win ours anyway and hope that somebody can help us out, but I must admit, I'm not feeling too optimistic that that's going to happen. Chelsea have been good today. They've been solid all through the team, and they've posed a threat, obviously, as well. Yes, we've gifted them the goals, but ultimately, have we looked like scoring anyway? No, we haven't. And if you don't score goals, you don't win games. And we found it difficult to breach this Chelsea defence. I think that first game of the season, as exciting as it was, I think Emma decided then that she wasn't going to allow Arsenal to beat her again. And that's certainly been the case in the game since. We played pretty well at Kingsmeadow without really threatening a goal. We played pretty well in the first half today without really threatening a goal. And now this game is really running away from us now. 11. We're coming up to the last 10 minutes. Rajendra says 12 minutes. Yeah, that comment was made a couple of minutes ago. There's 10 minutes to go now in this game. Can Arsenal find a goal? 1 goal now could make a difference, couldn't it? It could set up a really exciting finale, but Chelsea are looking for a 3rd goal. Cross comes in, Woober Moy this time, clears it away. Steve says there, too many draws from Arsenal could cost the title, plus a loss to the bottom side. Yeah, that was a shock. But then Chelsea lost to Reading, so that kind of counteracts that. It's the draws, isn't it, that cost us in the end. Terry says, may have tested their goalkeeper today, but I don't remember having to save a shot. Indeed, you're right there. Now with Tobin Heath on his near side, can we get a goal back? Tobin Heath plays the ball into the penalty to Viv. A little bit of space for Viv. She tries a shot, just hits the defender new and there, but Arsenal pick up the loose ball again. Kim Little, Beth Mead lays it off to Steph Catley. Tobin Heath tries to give it back to Steph Catley, but it was good covering there from Chelsea. Tobin Heath trying to win the ball back again, but Millie Bright will clear this away for Chelsea. Woober Moy again puts the ball out off of Pinel Harder. It's a throw to Arsenal, which Woober Moy is going to take. Rajendra says that they have been smart in tackling if they miss the ball and they get the play. Well, no, they've been better than us in the crucial moments in this game when it's mattered. You know, they've been better defensively. They don't make mistakes, do they? That's the thing with Chelsea, or they don't make mistakes in bad areas. And Beth Mead's just giving the ball away, and Wrighton comes in, but Beth Mead wins it back again. You have to say it was a poor play from Beth Mead, but how hard she worked to win that back. Now Tobin Heath over on this near side. Tobin Heath bursting into the penalty area. Ball, Millie Bright comes across to complete the clearance. She's looked lively, Tobin Heath. If we are going to get back into this game, you kind of feel that it's going to be Tobin who is going to be the instigator of the comeback. But it's going to take something extremely special now, isn't it, if we are going to find a way back. But it is a throw to Arsenal. Steph Catley in line with the Chelsea penalty area on this near side. Arsenal's left finds Tobin Heath. It's going to be another throw to Arsenal about 5 yards further back. Catley again. That wasn't a great throw, actually. And it's a foul conceded by Viv Miedemar. We are into the last 7.5 minutes of normal time. And Erin Cuthbert's lost her boot in that challenge there from Viv Miedemar. Munian says there that loss at Birmingham really cost us. See, I don't believe it did, because Chelsea lost that game to Reading as well. And those two defeats have cancelled each other out. Ultimately, we've drawn more games than Chelsea. Chelsea have won those games that we've drawn. You know, we drew at home to Manchester United. We drew away at Man City. We drew, obviously, with Chelsea, which wasn't a bad result. And we drew away at Tottenham. And we'd assume if Chelsea go to Tottenham and win, and if Chelsea beat Man United at home, they're the two games, aren't they, that we couldn't win, that Chelsea managed to win. And that'll be the difference at the end of the season, perhaps. Anyway, Chelsea have now got a free kick. Beth England was fouled by Steph Catley. We're now into the last 6.5 minutes. I think this game's getting away from us, isn't it now? Has to be said. Following a really good start, we didn't manage to capitalise on that with a goal when we had the opportunities to. And defensive mistakes in the second half have cost us. Chelsea have now got a free kick on this near side. It's going to be Guru Ryan and Erin Cuthbert over it. Kiddo says we ain't winning nothing. Well, it doesn't look like it at the moment, you have to say. Anyway, this free kick to Chelsea comes in from Guru Wright, and it's headed away by Nikita Paris, or not really away, but Kim Little now is trying to get it away, but she's out muscled there by Millie Bright unfairly, says the referee. It's going to be a free kick. Millie Bright saying that she dived. I don't think she did, actually, Millie, but anyway, I do think that was... he did just push her over, to be fair. But anyway, it is a free kick to Arsenal. And it is going to be a free kick, which Woburn Moy plays back to Manu Zinsberger. Applied a little bit of pressure from Beth England. Not a great ball, actually. Again, Arsenal creating their own problems, but Leah Williamson shows great composure. Come away with the ball. That's a nice touch now. Nikita Paris over on that far side. Can we finally get a goal? That's a foul, surely, by Jess Carter. Again, the two England teammates there. And it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal on that far side, in line with the penalty area. Right there, the touchline was a foul there from Jess Carter. Now, if we can get a goal back now with 5 minutes to play, who knows what might happen. This is an opportunity to get the ball in the box. We haven't really put the ball in the box very much. And when we have, Chelsea have won most things, but let's see. We've got Woburn White and Williamson in there. Also, Frida Marnham and Viv Miedemar as well. Is it going to be Steph Catley with this ball? I think it is going to be Steph Catley with this delivery. It's played in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It's a Chelsea head that clears it away, but it falls to Tobin Heath just on the edge of the Chelsea penalty area. Frida Marnham tried to play it back, so again, it's a poor bit of play from Arsenal. The ball's gone out, and it's going to be a goal kick to Chelsea. Frida Marnham's pass there wasn't very good, it has to be said. Munian says there, we can't score this Chelsea side without even trying to shoot. No, you're right. Legenda says we need to learn to put our bodies to stop players moving past. Yeah, we do actually need to do that a bit better. So he says another foul. This ref is pretty lenient. Well, she did give that one, but we didn't make the most of that free kick again. Steve says their problem is Chelsea always lift the Arsenal. Our girls don't fire up. Yeah, they Chelsea are much more fired up to play against us. I just think they're a more aggressive team in general, actually, anyway. Now, Beth England looking to get the third goal, which would finish it off just over the top there from Beth England. That would have definitely sealed it there. Just a long ball over the top, really. Good touch from Beth England, and then she shot, but it went over the top. And Arsenal got a goal kick now. Good first touch, actually, from Beth England. A really good first touch, but not such a good finish. Always going over the bar. In fact, it almost dipped in at the end. But Chelsea again in possession now. Aaron Cuthbert plays out to that far side to Guru Wright, and a cross comes in at the far post. It was a ball played back across it from Charles. She's got the ball again, Charles, inside the penalty area. Kim Little tidies it up into Viv Miedema, but she's lost possession. Now Chelsea again with another opportunity. Beth England in the box. Hits Leah Williamson. Katie McCabe there tries to get the ball away. She does to Nikita Paris. Chelsea closing us down now. Nikita Paris can't get the ball up the line. It's for Beth Mead. In fact, Chelsea keep it in there. No, they don't. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. We're into the last 2.5 minutes of normal time. Surely this is it for Arsenal. If we were going to come back, we needed to score a goal before now. We haven't managed to do that. And it's not looking good, is it? Let's be honest. We are now into the last 2 minutes of normal time. There'll be a bit of stoppage time as well. But you have to say it's not looking very good for Arsenal at all. Terry says our men, players on yellow cards keep making fouls and nothing's done. Yeah, I think what you've got to remember, the women's game is different to the men's game. In the men's game, you'll get a second yellow card a lot more easily. Now, Tobin Heath's got a little bit of space on this near side. Can she create something for Arsenal? Tried a little back heel there where maybe she just needed to get a foot on the ball. Anyway, Kim Little now picks it up for Arsenal. Beth Mead on this near side. She's got Steph Catley outside as she cuts back inside. Beth Mead thinks the ball towards the far post. Header comes in at the far post from Nikita Paris, but she's put it wide. And if we were going to have any chance, that needed to go in. It was a good ball actually to Beth Mead. Good header at the far post, but she needed to maybe head it back across the goal. Nikita Paris. It's a tight angle to try and score from. It needs to go back across the goal. But it's a goal kick to Chelsea. We are now in the final minute of the 90. It's been a very disappointing second half. They've given player of the match to Anique Nguyen at the back for Chelsea. She's had a good game, but I don't know, it's been quite difficult to pick one player who stood out really above anybody else in this game. It's not been that sort of game, has it really? Anyway, Kim Little wins the ball back in midfield for Arsenal. Beth Mead gives it back to Kim Little. Tried to play the ball around the back of Jess Carter. She's had a good game actually for Chelsea, you have to say. And she just managed to stop that pass there, finding Nikita Paris. Munion says there it will be really disappointing with the form we have had to win nothing. No, it will be. It will be disappointing if we don't. Steve says they're on top most of the season. Lost 2 cups to Chelsea. Just not on. No, exactly. Yeah, that's been the story of the season, hasn't it? We are now into stoppage time at the end of this game. We'll see how much stoppage time there will be. 3 minutes is what there is going to be. If Arsenal are going to find a way back into this game, it's going to be something really, really spectacular, isn't it? Deborah says they're out-coached again. Yeah, well, it's a corner to Chelsea just as we go into stoppage time. What you got to remember is, Emma Hayes has been coach at Chelsea for a long time. This is Jonas's first season. He's still learning the WSL. He's learning about, a lot of our players still. And I do think that makes a difference. And yes, he has been out-coached again by Emma. You have to say he caught her out on the first game of the season, didn't he? But since then, she has out-coached him twice. That's a long ball there, which Berger's going to clear away. Terry says, very disappointed with our game today. Arteta must have done the half-time talk, quite possibly. Kim Little now plays the ball out to that far near side to Catley. A good ball across the 6-yard box. Again, it's Jess Carter there. Falls to Tobin Heath. She finds Kim Little. Tobin Heath again lets the ball run on to Katie McCabe. Dinks the ball towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Again, it's a poor delivery. It's been the story of Arsenal's game. It's been poor final balls have cost us. And we are going out of the FA Cup at the semi-final stage. 2 FA Cup defeats to Chelsea in one season without even scoring a goal. Very disappointing. We have now played 40 seconds, or 1 minute 40 seconds of stoppage time at a free. So we are now into the final stages here. Rajendra says it's been a poor April for Arsenal men's and women's team. This is our first defeat in April. Now we may get a goal back here. Beth Mead through 1-on-1. Good save by the keeper. Berger's leg, but she was offside anyway. I don't know why Viv didn't go herself. Probably going to have been irrelevant regardless if we had scored. Viv should have gone on her own now. Instead, she passed it to Beth, who was offside. She was ahead of her. She was offside. Don't know why she didn't actually just go herself, Viv. That was poor. Kind of sums up the second half, really. Maybe sums up the whole game, if we're honest. We are there to the last 30 seconds of stoppage time. We are going to be going out of the FA Cup. It's going to be Chelsea against Man City again in the final, as indeed it was at the Continental Cup earlier this season. Chelsea will be looking for revenge on that one after they got absolutely hammered in that game, didn't they? It was a poor second half from Chelsea that day. It's been a poor second half from Arsenal today. And it is going to be Chelsea going through to Wembley on the 15th of May once again. Chelsea coming forward again, but that's gone out of play. We have now played the 3 minutes. This throw will surely be it now. In fact, there won't even be time for the throw. There goes a full-time whistle. Very, very disappointing from Arsenal today. It's finished Arsenal women 0, Chelsea 2. Those 2 second-half goals from Guru Wrighton and then G has given Chelsea the victory today to send them through to Wembley on the 15th of May, where they will play Manchester City. Wasn't meant to be for Arsenal today. A bright start to the game for Arsenal, especially in the first half. The first 20 minutes or so, we were a much better team. 1 or 2 moments in front of goal, we made the wrong choices, and that proved to be the difference in the end. 0-0 at half-time, and it was still in the balance, it has to be said, but those 2 goals early in the second half, Guru Wrighton with the first one, she was allowed too much space to stride forward, and she hit a shot from the edge of the penalty area into the top corner. Good finish, but she was allowed to give that, get that shot away. Then just 11 minutes later, it looked all over. Really poor defending from Arsenal. We didn't deal with a free kick from Chelsea. It was lots of Woober Moy. Gave the ball straight to G on the edge of the penalty area. She cut inside and hit a shot off the underside of the crossbar to make it 2-0. Arsenal never really threatened after that. 1 or 2 little moments, but Chelsea defended really well. Goalkeeper Berger didn't have a save to make, and in front of a big sellout crowd at Meadow Park, it's the Chelsea fans who will be celebrating, or are celebrating now, with their team. Arsenal have got a lot of reflecting to do. It's not all over. We've still got 4 league games left. 4 wins in those league games now are massively important for Arsenal if we're going to try to wrestle that league title away from Chelsea. But we need help from somebody, whether it's Tottenham, whether it's Manchester United. It's probably not going to be Birmingham, let's be honest. But the league title's still there for us. Let's hope that we can at least try to win that now. It's all we've got to play for. It'll be disappointing to end with nothing, won't it? But let's wait and see what happens. William says there, many think one person coaches men and women. Steve says there, wait till Chelsea men get us. Well, yeah, certainly not looking forward to that on Wednesday. Munian says, at least yesterday Arteta didn't make faults. It wasn't our day. Well, I mean, I thought he did make faults, as he always does. Terry says, come on, City. Always been my favourite. Only come here to listen to Richard. Yeah, of course, mate. Rajendra says, Chelsea took control of our indecision in defence. They did indeed. Steve says, our month, more like it, bad April for the club. Yeah, I mean, the women have done okay in April so far. Just that was obviously bad today. Munian says, Chelsea men will train us, not even coach us. Kiddo says, the players ain't got the mentality. No, I don't think we do. I think Chelsea have got the mentality. And that's the one thing that you have to say, that they're stronger than us in. Terry says, let's hope we don't fall apart between now and the end of the season. I'm sure we won't. Munian says, winning mentality missing. Can't argue with that. Kiddo says, why do we always fall short? I'm fed up. Yeah, we do. It's a very good Chelsea team. And you say they've got that mentality. We're still building. Oh, this is Jonas's first season, let's not forget. And I think we'll get better. I think we will improve, and I think we will come back hopefully stronger next season as well. But this season's not over yet. You know, we're still in with a chance of winning the league. Yes, we need somebody to find a way of stopping Chelsea from winning. But yeah, it's going to be tough. Robert says there, left wing was completely dead. Well, I don't know. I thought we had moments, didn't we? Kiddo says Lotta and Leah and Lotta were. No, I don't. Lotta had some shaky moments. I thought Leah was okay. Regenda says our defence confidence was knocked out by our games with Barcelona. And Kiddo says there, Stina was non-existent. Yeah, she didn't have a great game, it has to be said. Munian says it won't happen to women, but in men's football, may God help us. Yeah, I agree. Kiddo says, I don't think Chelsea are dropping any points. No, I don't think they are either, but you never know. Steve says next 4 weeks will show what the club's made of. Yeah, it will. I mean, it's a big test for the men and the women now. The women have got to bounce back from this now. We've got a week off. We don't play again until next Sunday against Everton. Of course, that comes after Chelsea have played against Tottenham. So if Chelsea have won that game, we'll put them 4 points clear. The pressure will really be on us then. And we'll see what we can do. But yeah, I've got to agree, looking at Chelsea today, you can't see them dropping points if we're totally honest. But we'll have to hope. While there's still a chance, we've got to hope that they will. Terry says, I never thought we'd miss Sousa so much. Yeah, we did miss her a lot today. Well, I mean, she's a great player. Kiddo says, Leah passed the ball directly to a Chelsea player, and she was at fault for the second goal. I didn't think Leah was at fault for the second goal. It was Wilbur Moyes' pass straight to G, wasn't it? Munian says, but we've got good players. No, we have got good players. Robert says, right-sided players are strong, so we need to match this. There's not many strong left-wing defenders. Well, I mean, Katie McKay would normally be there, but she played on the right today. Maybe that was something that Jonas needs to look at. But, I mean, to be fair, we matched Chelsea in that first half. We were probably the better team. A bit like the game down at Kings Meadow in the WSL. Just in the second half, we made a couple of defensive mistakes, and Chelsea took advantage of that. And then the game was done. And they're the sort of team where they can see games out, can't they? You know, they're able to do that. And, yeah, the first goal was always going to be so important. We couldn't get it. And that proved to be that in the end. Terry says, I chuck Sousa in for Amar in case he's watching. No, I mean, you know, we do miss her. We have missed her. She's a great player. And, yeah, we're just not quite good enough when it comes down to the really big games against the really big teams, Barcelona, Wolfsburg and Chelsea. Most of our defeats this season have come against those teams, haven't they? In fact, it's only been Hoffenheim and Birmingham that have beaten us other than Chelsea, Barcelona and Wolfsburg this season. So, you know, we're not far away. We're just a little bit short when it comes to the really, really big teams, the really top teams. We're just a little bit short, aren't we, when it comes to playing them? And that's the situation that we're in. But, you know, it is Jonas's first season. We've got a lot of new players, and maybe it's just going to take a little bit more time for that to work and for us to really be able to, you know, just make that difference in these sort of games, which we just haven't been able to do, have we? Kiddo says there, we didn't even have a shot on target. No, I don't think we did. Regenda says, all we need to do is win our games, and that's all we can do. Exactly, yeah, that's all we can do now. Win all our games and hope that somebody can take points off Chelsea. And who knows, maybe we might end up winning the league, which wouldn't be a bad way, would it, to finish the season. Munian says there, maybe we may need a few great players to add to our team, but this group together will get us trophies. So, no, I agree. I do think this group of players will win us trophies soon. And Steve says that's right. Rajendra. Kiddo says, why were the players backing off for Guro's goal? Man, we seriously mentality. So, yeah, they did back off for the goal. And I say it was poor defending for both goals, let's be honest. It really was. And that's what's cost us in the end. Robert says there, all the best everyone, Easter Sunday family time. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, mate. I hope you have enjoy the rest of your Easter. Kiddo says Viv's gone. Maybe we'll have to wait and see. If we win the WSL, maybe she will stay, or maybe she can see what's happening. Maybe she can see that it's going to take another year or so to get us where we need to be. And let's hope that that's the case. But we'll see. Anyway, Robert says, yeah, you too, Richard. Thanks, mate. Yeah, we'll speak soon. Terry says, to be fair, it's only been Barca that really didn't give us a chance. We just need to score goals again. Yeah, it's just these big teams. We struggle, don't we? Steve says there, what's wrong with Viv? She's not the same. Well, she's dropping deeper, isn't she? So she's not going to score as many goals now. I thought she worked really hard today, but it just wasn't to be our day, was it? Just, Chelsea were just better than us at the crucial times in the game, and that sometimes is what the difference is, isn't it? They're a very good team. We know that they are. They're well coached, and they're the final, they're the end product, aren't they? We're not yet. We're still a work in progress, and you can see we've got some great players. We will improve, and hopefully next season we can come back and have a better go at Chelsea. But I said it's not over yet the season, is it? We've got 4 league games to play. We've got to win them all and hope that somebody can take points off Chelsea. It's still possible. The fact they're still in the FA Cup gives them, an extra distraction. That may be the difference in the end. Who knows? Terry said, have a good one, Robert. Indeed. Kiddo says, the way we played goal kicks was shocking. Lotte was literally kicking the ball at Chelsea players. Yeah, I don't know why she was taking the goal kicks, actually. I don't know if Manu's got an issue with kicking at the minute, whether she got an injury or something like that. I'm not sure. Munian says, Viv will be a big miss if she leaves. Hopefully she stays. Of course, she'll be a big miss. She's a fantastic player, isn't she? But we'll see what happens. I'm not 100% sure she will stay. We're just coming short. But I say, if she can maybe see what we're doing, what we're building, then who knows? Maybe she might buy into it, sign a contract, and we can build that team around her going forward to come back from this and get better. But we'll have to see what happens. So anyway, disappointing today. Really, really disappointing. Rajendra says Viv's not the same in midfield. She's a goal scorer and she's good. And she's sort of playing a number 10 position, which is her favoured position. She said that, it's her choice to play there. She wants to play there, and she's played well there. But ultimately, just the team around her isn't quite working at the moment, is it, for whatever reason? And yeah, we need to get one or two new players in and work on it and build it and improve. Munian says there, I think the coach is not utilising Jordan Nobbs. No, Jordan Nobbs isn't playing much. So it's a spot on Rajendra, missing her goals big time. Yeah, we are. It's a difficult one, isn't it? I'm not sure really what's going to happen with Viv. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully she will stay. Kiddo says, even if we had Viv at number 9, I don't think the outcome would have changed. No, I don't either. Absolutely, that's not the reason why we lost this game. We lost this game because we made a couple of sloppy mistakes at the back. And once you give Chelsea the initiative in any game, you very, very rarely get it back. They very rarely give up leads today, very, very rarely. So yeah, we made it difficult for ourselves today. We didn't take those opportunities early in the game where we were maybe on top. And in the end, it's finished Arsenal 0, Chelsea 2. Those 2 second-half goals from Guru Wrighton and Sonyan G for Chelsea have seen them through. And, yeah, disappointing. It was just a shame, isn't it? That effort from Beth Mead at 0-0 just before its first Chelsea goal. If that goes in for Arsenal, we could be sitting here in a very different mood. We could be looking ahead to a Wembley final. But no, it's not to be. It's finished Arsenal 0, Chelsea 2 at the end. They could have scored a few more. We rarely look like scoring. And I suppose, as painful as it is to say, the better team won today. We need to accept that, put our hands up and hopefully learn from it going forward. But we still got a lot to play for. We've still got the WSL to play for, 4 big games. Let's win them all and let's see where we are. So that's that for today then. Thank you very much to everybody for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a like before you leave. That would be much appreciated. If you are new here, please subscribe to the channel. We do cover the Arsenal women, of course, as well as the Arsenal men, with live watch-alongs, live vlogging as well. We'll be at Meadow Park for the Aston Villa game in a couple of weeks' time. So please stay with me for that. Steve says there, when is the women's next game? Next Sunday evening, 6:45 kickoff for UK time against Everton in the WSL. So if you can, please join me for that. I'm not sure what time it'll be where you are. It's 6:45 in the evening, UK time next Sunday. Terry says, come on, you Spurs. Yeah, exactly. We need them to do us a favour now. Arsenal for Life says, we got robbed. I don't think we got robbed. I think we lost to a better team. Kiddo says, we were so dominant in the first half, but we never tend to kill the game off. Stina could have squared the ball with Viv. Yeah, she should have squared the ball with Viv. That big chance from Beth as well, start of the second half. Munyon says, Kiddo, we weren't up for the challenge. You're probably right. And Arsenal for Life says, Chelsea cheated. I hope they get relegated. No, I'd agree with that. Yeah, I hope they get relegated as well. Doesn't seem very likely, unfortunately, does it? But anyway, there you go. Kiddo says, I ain't claiming that we were great. Chelsea were a better team. They deserved it. Yeah, they did. Unfortunately, we have to admit that and put this behind us now. Prepare for next week's game against Everton and hope for the victory that will at least keep the title race going to that last game of the season. That's what we want. And who knows? You never know, dear. Man United playing against Chelsea in that last game could be. Steve says there 4:45 a.m. I think in Australia. Well, okay, be an early start for you there next Sunday. If you're around, it'd be great to have your company in the chat as well for that one. It's going to be a big game. Important that we bounce back from this disappointment and obviously move forward in the WSL. Try to put that pressure on Chelsea. Keep winning our games and hope for the best. So that's that then. Coming up on the channel then, we've got some great stuff coming for you. On Tuesday, we've got the Tuesday clinic with the gang looking back on the Arsenal defeat yesterday at Southampton, looking ahead to Chelsea and Manchester United. A couple of big games there for the men's team. We have the panel on there. That's Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Wednesday, of course, will be a watch-along from Stamford Bridge, Chelsea against Arsenal. 8 o'clock kickoff. So, or is it 8 o'clock, 8:15 kickoff? So we'll go live about 7:15 or 7:30, whatever time the kickoff is. For that one, join me for that. And then, of course, Friday, we'll have the Arsenal Women's Show, the panel on looking back on this disappointing result, looking ahead to Everton as well, and hopefully bouncing back from that. So that'll be 7:30 on Friday. And then, of course, next weekend, we've got Manchester United watch-along, 12:30 kickoff on Saturday. So join me for that one. And then, of course, Sunday, the evening kickoff, Arsenal away at Everton, Arsenal women. Let's hope for a good result there for that one as well and bounce back. So lots coming up on the channel. Please like, share and subscribe before you leave. And so if you're new to the channel, please subscribe as well. William says the only time I'll be supporting Man U. Exactly, yeah. Magenda says hopefully the league will be better next year with Newcastle women's team and Spurs and Man United will improve. All teams competing. Well, Newcastle have still got 2 divisions to come through, haven't they, before we start playing against them. Kiddo says Arsenal equals stressful choice. It does at the moment. Terry says, cheers, Rich and all in the chat. Have a best as you can. Bank holiday, everyone. See you all soon. It's chocolate Sunday. Yum, yum, indeed it is. Terry says, spot on, Kiddo. Munian says there, Regenda, Liverpool are back too. Yeah, they are. Liverpool back in the WSL, of course, next season. So, yeah, so that's that then for today. Disappointing, really. Really disappointing weekend it's been for Arsenal again, hasn't it? But let's hope for better this next week. A couple of big games for the men, a really big game for the women next week as well, and the 2 panel shows on Tuesday and Friday. There's loads coming up. Please like, share and subscribe. So thanks to all you guys for watching today. Appreciate your company. Thanks for all your comments as well. And hopefully next week will be better. I'm back on Tuesday for the Tuesday clinic, so please join me for that, of course, before, of course, the big watch-alongs coming up as well. So those coming up on the channel. Thank you very much for watching. I'll say I'm going to go and have a lie down after that rather disappointing afternoon. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your Easter, everybody. Enjoy your bank holiday. I will hopefully see you on Tuesday for the Tuesday clinic at 8 o'clock. In the meantime, of course, as always, come on, you Gunners. It's been a disappointing Easter, but things will improve. They will. Let's hope so. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll speak to you very, very soon. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your Easter. Don't eat too much chocolate. Speak to you soon. Take it easy. See you later.